Hello, I see Bear, I see Dale. Welcome so far to those of you who are here. I'm getting ready. The game is up and fired. I'm just gonna tweet out a link. Aw, Bear, thanks for hearing me in your Discord. I'm gonna tweet out a link, and then we'll get going. Oh, more people. Milo, Stewart, hello. Oh my gosh, I gotta tweet faster. Okay, we are live with more Empire at War on this Star Wars. That's not how you spell wars. Wars Anniversary Day. Come join us. Link. Hashtag. Positive Star Wars YouTube. Hashtag YouTube Wolfpack. There we go. Tweeted. And now to retweet. From my other account. Because I do that. Yo, come chat with me. Okay, there we go. Going to do your own thing for a while listening. That is absolutely fine, Stuart. Lurkers are the unsung heroes of streams. That's what I always say. You are filling out paperwork for a review. Bad kind of review. That does not sound like fun at all. And how are you, Milo? And Bear? Alright, I will go to the part where you can see my face. Hello, everyone! Not the fun kind. Fair enough. Fair enough. I am wearing my Alden, Han, and Chewie shirt today in honor of the US anniversary of Solo: A Star Wars Story. Turning 1. Your friend got a Lando Funko and is hoping to get it signed by Billy D. But he's on the fence since the autograph is 80. Ah, but you're going to get a Tom Kenny sign. Well, that's cool. That's fantastic. 80 isn't too bad. When I was at Celebration, a lot of I think the cheapest one was 50. And a lot of them were closer to 100. Okay, general notes. So if you've been to an Empire War stream before, you know that for some reason it takes forever for things to load. I did some research between now and the last stream, and it turns out that this is a problem everyone has, not just me. It is a result of a bad patch that has not been unpatched in over a year. There is a fix, but everywhere I look, the fix is for Windows and not Mac, and the computers store places in different places. So I have not figured out how to do the fix on the computer. But I don't want you to think that I just haven't done anything, which is not true. Alright, let's send our fleet to Vergresso asteroids and just see what's there.
Tactical battle imminent.
Pirates! Wow, this was a terrible idea. I assumed there was no one here. I was very incorrect. Well, let's go have a space battle then. What a great way to start things off. But I figured why we wait in these really long loading menus that happen. I guess this time I can read. While this planet is controlled, X-Wing, A-Wing, Y-Wing, A-Wing, and Z-95 squadrons gain a damage bonus. So us taking this means the rebels won't have that bonus ever. The asteroids located in the Libya system of the Bajik sector. In the Outer Rim, the Tenlos Syndicate built a hidden shipyard in the Nickel Iron asteroid, referred to as the Vergresso asteroid. Okay, there's a lot of the word asteroid in one sentence. The asteroid is the size of a small moon and has a surface pockmarked with craters. The asteroids containing the Vergresso is one of the less violent asteroid fields in the galaxy and easier to navigate than most others. Well, that's fair. Seems pretty violent to me because we're getting in a fight. Anyway, I suppose, you know, today is the anniversary of 3 Star Wars films. I consider it the anniversary of Solo. I know not a lot of people do, but I do. It is also the anniversary of Star Wars: A New Hope, And it is also the anniversary of Return of the Jedi. I always thought it was interesting that the first and third parts of the sagas, of the trilogies came out on the same day. So like Phantom and Revenge came out on the same day, and just years apart. And A New Hope and Jedi came out on the same day. I don't think that's going to translate to the sequel trilogy, though, because the prequels and the originals all came out 3 years apart. So just the way calendars work, that's why that was able to be a thing. But the sequel trilogies movies have all come out 2 years apart. So the way calendars work, I don't think it's going to be the same thing. Did I see? Yes, I saw the Galaxy's Edge map. It's so pretty. The thing I'm most hopeful about from it, actually, is that it looks like there's plenty of room to expand, too.
So that we can secure
Not to be so greedy, because we just got the park to be like, I demand more. But, like, I'm happy to see that it's going to be able to grow even from what it is. And hopefully we can eventually get some more attractions. I'm kind of curious what they're going to do, because obviously they built Galaxy's Edge around the sequel trilogy, right? Like, you go there, and there's a conflict between the Resistance and the First Order. But that's going to be, you know, a thing through TROS, and then you're going to have, like, Benioff and Wise's trilogy, or series, I guess we don't know if it's a trilogy, and then Rian Johnson's, and they're not necessarily going to be sequel trilogy films. So I kind of wonder, like, what are they going to do to tie the upcoming movies into the park? Hey John, welcome. Want to drop by and say hello there before you break the... Well, I am glad you could at least come by and say hi. I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm so selfish, but you really... Yeah, no, and see, that's the thing. Like, part of me is like, when is it going to get bigger, though? And I wonder if they will eventually expand it to have, like, stuff for some of the movies that will come out later. By the way, can you guys hear me over the game? It looks like the game is about as loud as I am. So let me know if the audio levels make you happy. This is going to be a rough fight. But that's okay. Oh my gosh. So many pirate ships. Just so many. Let's fight this one now. But no, it looks really cool. Galaxy's Edge. I think right now there's only 2 major rides, right? Like there's the Millennium Falcon one, and then there's the... Oh, I think it has the Resistance in the title, but it's the Escape the First Order ride. And then the rest of it is like a park you can explore. So I'm excited to see what it's like as they add to it. I wish Disney could have made it a separate park, not one word or it is. Well, and you know, I think a large part of why it's done that way though is because they wanted it at Disneyland. So like Disney World has the Magic Kingdom and the Animal Kingdom and MGM Studios, and like there are actual separate parks for all of those things. And then at Disneyland, it's like only the Magic Kingdom, basically. And I think they wanted it to be the same regardless of what park you went to. And I think that's why it's that way. Oh, for sure. And I think it's going to be great. I don't know when I'm going to get to go, but I'm really excited to see what comes out of it. Ooh, shit. We are taking some losses, but not really too many comparatively. No worries, dude. Do what you gotta do. Okay, so right now I'm just focusing on these pirate ships. One of these will continue to get replaced until I take down the station. I don't know which one that is. But we're going to have a lot less of a problem if we can take down several of these capital ships. I probably really didn't need to do this because as far as I'm aware in this game, the pirates won't ever aggro you. And it might have been smarter to actually leave this and see if the rebels would throw themselves at it. But that's more of a Galactic Conquest mode thing. When I play this, we're playing in campaign. When I've played this in Galactic Conquest, the Rebels will actively seek out new planets. I don't really see them doing that as much in the campaign playthrough. But it's still a good thing to keep an eye on. We almost got this one down. We'll move on this one. I just want to keep an eye out because eventually the station automatically launches X number of fighters, X number of corvettes, and X number of capital ships. See this one here that just came in, this guy, I think he's the one that just came in as reinforcement. So I'm actually not going to worry about him too much because if I shoot him down, he's just going to get replaced. There's not a whole lot of point in shooting him down. Now he's also right in my crosshairs here, so he's probably going to get shot down anyway, but I'm just not going to focus on it. I'm going to focus on this capital ship that I'm shooting at now, the Corvette to his left, and then I'm going to move on to station. We can bring in more reinforcements. We're actually doing pretty okay right now because I have quite a few reinforcements I can bring in. I may want to get a few more reinforcements going before I actually take Geonosis now, but we're doing pretty good. So let's start attacking this pirate ship or pirate station now. I want us all to target the shield generator first. Move in here, guys. See again, this capital ship here that launched in the middle of all of my ships. He's gonna largely just get replaced if I shoot him down. There's not really much point to it. Again, with the shield generator is a big deal because you have to shoot through the shield before you can start shooting at the station. I want to focus on the shield generator first because even though that's not doing any damage to me, if I stop shooting at the station for whatever reason, it can regain its shield, and I don't want that. So I'm going to start by taking down the shield generator, and then any kind of damage progression I make towards the station will at least not be undone. Keep moving on the shield generator, guys. There's so many fighters. This is just a massive pirate hole here. But I think we'll be rewarded properly for taking the station. There we go. Hangar next. If we take the hangar down, again, the hangar is not shooting at us, but as long as the hangar is there, they can keep bringing in reinforcements. Once we take down the hangar, they can't bring in more. Like all good gamers, I'm drinking Mountain Dew. Are you even a gamer if you don't drink Mountain Dew? I don't know. Alright. So now, what we got is basically what we got. So let's keep focusing on the station here. There are so many ships flying around. There's so many pirates. This is a really nasty battle, but it'll be a good one. This game is honestly really cool. I still think it's very impressive, especially considering the year it came out. Just that it's coming up with all of these things and keeping the AI going for all of these different ships. I don't know, it's very impressive. And I haven't really gotten into it as much because we don't have as many of the choices right now. But when you look at the different ships, so like this guy, it comes up and it shows what it's strong against, but also what it's weak against, and you can kind of plan out what kind of ships you want to make and what your fleet is going to look like on the basis of what fleet's there. There is a lot of strategy to it. It's a really well put together game. I'm able to bring in more reinforcements, so let us do that. We'll bring in this guy. I'm gonna need more corvettes. I'm gonna let this guy kind of do what he wants and not put him on anything. Because as much as we need to be taking down this station, just having somebody to kind of fly around and pick off stray guys is really not a bad strategy. It's going to get a lot better once the station is down too, because obviously like all of these green ports here that are left can shoot at us. So that's once the station is down. This also, if you look at my reinforcements, see how red everything is? They control all of this space because they have the station. Once the station goes down, all of the space opens up and we can bring in our ships in. So even here you can see this TIE fighter flying around on his own. I'm not really worried about that. Kind of content to let him do his own thing and fight everybody. Bring in this guy. This guy I will have join us. I will loop into the group, but I'll let his TIE fighters kind of do whatever they want to do. Let's activate super shooty guns and have them fire with all of their superpowered guns. So this power is boost weapon power, divert weapon power from shields, and engines to power the weapons for a short time. Firepower will be increased at the cost of shield regeneration and engine speed. So we're not moving very far. We're doing pretty good. Most of my ships, except for the one that's definitely going to die, had a lot of health. So just for speed's sake, I thought it was worthwhile to turn that on. Just so we can kind of get through this station faster. Now we almost got it. We'll finish off this turbo laser battery and the fog of war will disappear. Our whole map will go from just this area to everywhere. We'll be able to see all of the enemies that remain. In just a second, it does take a second for it to cycle through. I love the animations of stations when they get destroyed like that. It's so cool. Everyone focus on these ships. Okay, we lost again one of our capital ships. So we are still taking a lot of losses here. It's basically these fighters that we have left. I'm gonna loop everybody in now under the same banner. There's kind of no reason not to. And it's really these fighters that are left that are really annoying. They can do a lot of damage. Welcome back. We're just here playing. Now you can see the whole map is opened up. The fog of war is gone. We're just picking off some fighters, basically. Everyone just kind of focus up. Let's have time tick on faster. I don't want to auto-resolve because whenever you do that, the game decides that a lot more people die than need to from your team. But we're just going to make time go faster at least. It's just a matter of taking down these fighters. You can see on the map all that are left because we destroyed the station. It won't take long here and we'll be good. Get these guys. See if we can get them before they destroy this ship entirely. Heck yes! You plan to go to Galaxy's Edge as soon as you can. Couldn't go to Celebration, but you will not be denied the opportunity. That's true. Well, and the good thing about the park is the park's always there. You don't have to, like, Celebration is a specific weekend. Ooh, that was a lot of losses, but we only lost 4 capitals versus their 8, so that's really not bad.
System conquered.
Yeah, like Celebration is a specific weekend, but like you can go to Galaxy's Edge whenever you can plan it, so that helps a lot. Okay.
Vehicle in
we
production.
need
Construction
more
complete.
things.
Let's go. Confirmed.
Sure you don't want to go on there. I've been hearing a lot of people getting spoiled about the park, which is a very strange concept to me. As somebody who really hates hearing spoilers and leaks, I don't understand how a theme park can be spoiled for someone. But I suppose it's possible because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about that.
Building started.
Okay. We'll
Ready
get
to
our
go.
fleet replaced here.
Mauler ready.
Build one
Constructing.
more mine.
Tartan
Alright,
cruiser
what do I want to
reporting.
do here? We're gonna get some stuff rebuilt. What do we have here? How many?
Training troops.
Keep building troops.
Ready to go. Cruiser online.
Unit in production. Reporting. Enlisting troops.
Enlisting troops. You'll notice that on a lot of these planets, I've
Complete.
left one build pad open. That has been very much on purpose. Because
Beginning
eventually
construction.
we're going to
Cruiser
gain
reporting.
a second kind of
Reporting.
Cruiser
building
online.
to build more ground forces. And because I know that, I'm just leaving a spot open.
Reporting. Enlisting soldiers.
Plus will be your first opportunity to go. Oh,
Reporting.
that's exciting.
Construction complete. Unit in production.
Sarge is here.
Tartan cruiser reporting.
Construction complete. Training soldiers.
How are you? Well, I know how you're doing, Sarge, but it's good to see.
Training troops.
That sounds so weird, but like, yes. I know. I live for my constant updates on Sarge's life.
Constructing.
And that is not sarcastic.
Yes.
Yes, better. Sarge, you're just in time.
We'll be there
We're
soon.
gonna go destroy the rebels
Right
on
away.
Geonosis. It's gonna be a good
Moving
day.
out.
We took a lot of losses in a space battle, and now we're gonna make up for them. You're surrounded by cops.
Construction complete.
Just
Constructing
how you
unit.
like it.
Ready to go.
Vehicle in
I don't know what
production.
that meant. Okay.
Ready
All
to
right,
go.
we're back to a very large-sized fleet now. I can't wait until we get
Reporting.
a level 3 station and we can have more or we can have cooler ships, basically. You think there's a convention here or something? Yeah, that's what you were saying on Polo. And because of it, you can't get the donuts
Tartan
that
cruiser
you need.
reporting.
Okay.
Reporting.
Let us go to Geonosis.
As the Emperor wills.
Reporting. Tactical battle imminent.
Tactical battle is imminent. Geonosis. Subjugating Geonosis. Grand Moff Tarkin has assigned Darth Vader to acquire the resources of the planet Geonosis. Take full control of the planet. Both space and land must be secure. So you'll notice this screen looks a little bit different. There's less information about Geonosis and stuff. You'll also notice that Geonosis was glowing red as opposed to the other planets. That's because we're doing a mission-specific or a story-specific mission. The story will not progress until we do this one. They all look like they ate all the donuts too. That's terrible, Sarge. That is a very mean joke. Very mean joke. Did you watch that video I put in our group, our DM group? That is also not funny. Oh, you've been sending me messages. Aww. I see your messages to me. I love that Lucasfilm is making a story for it. The fact that... Oh, I think that's awesome. Like, the fact that, like, so many of the signs are supposedly in Aurebesh and you, like, need an app to translate them, I actually think is really amazing. I think... And I know some people were salty that there's all this, material getting released around the game, like Black Spire and A Crash of Fates and stuff like that, because people are worried that it like makes them more jealous that they can't go to the park. But I love that because I don't know when I'm going to go to the park, but because I'm going to read the books, I'm going to know stuff about Batu. You know, it's my way of getting to go to the park if I can't go to the park. Poetic Injustice is here. Poetic, how are you? It is so wonderful. I would say to see your face. I can't really see your face because you're just in chat, but your icon is your face, so I guess it is like seeing your face. And it is wonderful to see it. That is for sure. Thank you for being here and joining me in these really long loading screens. The other thing I checked is, do they take this long to load off stream? And the answer is no. So I really don't know what to do. You bought a moped yesterday. That is amazing. That is really cool. That is way cooler than anything I have. Why do I miss you guys when you're right here? No, it's different though. Like, just getting to chat and stuff. I don't know. It's different. Part of me wants to hang out in my voice chat and my Discord more, and part of me is like, I've done that before, and like, no one's shown up for hours. And then I have to sit there and like, try not to sound ridiculous to myself. This is long. This is a very long loading menu. Like, even when I did a test earlier, it did not take this long. There we go. Poetic, did you know that all of Star Wars is 42 years old today? Actually, one of my favorite authors, Adam Christopher, pointed out on Twitter today that it's the 42nd anniversary of Star Wars, and this month, or today, is also Towel Day, International Towel Day, which is pretty cool. Well, sometimes I'll post something in the general text and like no one jumps in.
I am ready.
I'll just have to get better about it. Okay, let's see what we got here. I just realized that you guys can't see the subtitles. Hold on. Because they are there. Hold on. Everyone likes watching streams get adjusted on the fly. Hold on. There we go, that's better. Now you guys can see the text. International Towel Day. So, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a lot of things. It's a radio drama series, it's a novel series, it's a movie, it's a what have you. But the big thing about that game is you should always, it's also a game. But the big thing about that series is you should always know where your towel is. Because the towel is the most useful tool you could have. And they celebrate it on May 25th, I think, because it's at the author's birthday. Should also be International Rogue Day. Hello, Yagi, welcome. How are you today? Welcome to the party. On this fine Saturday. Oh, my stream health just went red. Are you guys with me?
Join us or die.
Why is my stream health red? That's weird. Watching it back, it doesn't look bad. My signal on OBS is fine. I don't know. I'm not dropping any frames. I don't know why it says my stream's bad. If I'm lurking, I'm sorry, guys. Or not lurking. If I'm lagging, sorry. But I can't determine why YouTube thinks I'm having a problem. What is that? Untold Jordy? Hello, Jordy? So tired, but I want to... I don't know why. Like, oh, you're Sky. Hi, welcome. I thought that might be with your name, but I wasn't sure. How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Doing a not fun review, yeah. Poetic, for some reason, YouTube did not like your comment because it had the word butt in it. I don't know why. Apparently, butt is a bad word now. Dang it. Is that the keys? How are you doing, those guys? It is good to see you here today. Are you enjoying Saturday? I guess you would have enjoyed Saturday by now. But it's a bad word. Well, see, Yagi, you can say it because you're a mod. Oh, kill this thing. I did not see that there. You've never played this type of game? Yeah, it's a real-time strategy game called Empire at War. I am really bad at real-time strategy games, but I've actually never been particularly bad at this game. I think because it's Star Wars, I could just understand it better. I prefer turn-based to real-time strategy games. I like turn-based stuff like Civilization or XCOM. If you guys pay me $1, I will say butt for you. Yagi is the little entrepreneur over here. He's the
Your
businessman.
orders.
Ooh, kill this thing, kill this thing, kill this thing right now. Kill it hard.
Several fighters have broken
This
off
thing
from the main
can wreck you. These are the worst. These Marauder ships. They have these missiles that can go right through shields and just destroy you. Might want to. Thank you, Yagi. I thought it looked loud, but no one was complaining. I will lower the game audio. I appreciate the feedback. Keep going this way, guys. We gotta find that. We gotta find that station killer. Okay, we'll stop and shoot this thing for now. Okay, yeah, now kill this thing. Kill this thing. This thing will destroy you. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ah, I see. That makes sense. But yeah, these guys can launch off a bunch of missiles that will either go through shields or just tear shields apart. And they're just really nasty. And so they can take out your capital ships, and your fighters especially get wrecked by them. So we really needed to take that guy down. Okay, now let's go for the station. This is a very large station. Oh, Nebulon Beat. This is gonna be a long fight. Do I have plans to play the original Battlefronts? I wish. I am on an Apple computer. I'm on a Mac, and I have not found the original Battlefronts available for Mac. I've only found them available for Windows. I have considered getting a Windows machine for streaming, but that would be like an extra computer that I would get solely for this. So like, that's a thing I have to really budget in, you know? Carlos, welcome! Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. It's definitely something I want to do, and it's something I'm trying to figure out finance-wise. But it's going to be one of those we'll see things, if I could ever get a Windows machine. But I've been thinking about it. I will probably, or what would bump it up on the priority list is if it looks like Fallen Order is going to be, like, absolutely fantastic. Because I want to be able to play Fallen Order and not wait for a port and hope it gets ported. So we'll see. Okay. How are we doing? Yeah, this is taking too long. Let's try this. This is kind of a risk, but because it'll hurt our shields. But I want to try to get through this shield. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the gameplay is supposed to be at EA. And it's if I already had something that could play a game like Fallen Order, I would get it no matter what. Like I would give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I return it. It's only because I would have to buy something to play Fallen Order that I'm worried about it, if that makes sense. You have OpenEmu on your Mac, and sometimes... Oh, I will have to look into that. That's cool. I haven't tried using an emulator yet. When you do that, so then can you like buy games through a service like Steam and then play them with what you have with OpenEmu? Or do you have to like find games? Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I don't want to sound like, oh, the game better be good or I don't care, because that's not how it is at all. Like, I'm excited for Fallen Order regardless. It's just the finances of having to get a thing that could run it. That's all. All right, let's go, guys. Can we bring... Ooh, I can bring in some reinforcements. Let's do that. All right. You're crazy and just think about getting Oculus, right? I mean, if I had the funds, I would. Don't get me, like, you would get no judgment from me if you bought an Oculus just for Vader Immortal. No judgment here at all. because that sounds really awesome. I have a buddy who writes for a website. I think the website is just Marvel Star Wars. He does a lot of cool reviews, and he played Vader Immortal, and he said it was great, and that he can't wait for Chapter 2. So I'm doing the same strategy here that we did at the last battle. I took down the shield generator. Now that the shield generator is down, taking out the rest of the station is going to be way easier. This is like at least a level 2. This might be a level 3 space station, to be honest, and that's why it was such a strong shield generator. Now that I got the shield generator down and the hangar down, I'm actually going to focus on this capital ship and just kind of end this guy, because he's just kind of a rock on my shoe right now. Well, it's free. In theory, you must find the... okay, I see. I will still look into it and see what's up. Don't really have the funds for just being mad irresponsible. I mean, I get that. Again, Amazon is like the worst thing that ever happened to my willpower. I have like a bunch of Star Wars adventure comics just sitting by my bed waiting for me to read them, because I like impulse bought them after Celebration. Especially when trying, right? Like, and that's the thing, is I don't even know when I'm going to Galaxy's Edge. I will go to Galaxy's Edge before I die, but I don't know when I'm going other than before death. I'm gonna see about it, because if I can go to Star Wars Celebration Anaheim, I want to, but I don't know if I can go yet until I see like the date for it and some more information on it, so I can start looking at some prices. And as long as I'm already like selling an arm and a leg so that I can afford to go to Celebration Anaheim, I might go to Galaxy's Edge then. And if I can't go to Anaheim, then it's going to be easier to pay for Galaxy's Edge, so we'll see. Star Wars Adventure Comics have been, some have been canceled, okay. But the series itself is still going, right? Because the spin-off Star Wars Adventures, Vader's Castle. Vader's Castle is a miniseries spin-off from Adventures, and that just got a second series. I don't want to go. Yeah, no, I need to go to Galaxy's Edge too. It would be fun to hang out. Bear, you are a primary reason. Like if I went to Anaheim, you need to go to Celebration Anaheim and like be with me the entire time. Like, we will just do Anaheim together. I know exactly what you mean. I've been impulse buying for the last. Yep. Comics, man. Comics get so cheap on Amazon. It's crazy. Pro impulse buyers, something goes wrong, I breaks my car, have to buy everything to fix the brakes. Yeah, I mean, that's like adult impulse buying. Anaheim would be your first celebration. Your sister lives in LA, so it's easier. Oh, okay. I went to Chicago last month, and that was my first Star Wars celebration. And I need to go to another one. It was the most incredible experience of my life. It's amazing. What were you saying about Amazon just now? Oh, well. Oh, yeah, no. We were saying that Amazon is like a bad place for impulse buying. Like, if you're an impulse buyer, Amazon is so bad for you. Because you can just buy everything. And yes, Sarge, I would get to meet Bear. Bear lives very close to Anaheim, comparatively. We have to meet at Galaxy's Edge and place it back in the cantina. Yes! It would be so awesome. You regret not going? I almost went to Star Wars Celebration 5 years ago. And hey, we won. I almost went to the celebration that celebrated 30 years of Empire. So it was about 10 years ago. And at the last minute I had to cancel because like we had family stuff come up and we couldn't do it. And it was so sad. And like for years I was sad that I didn't go. So I totally, like, I understand how you feel. And, like, you shouldn't feel bad that you didn't go. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. But, I understand how you feel, because I've been there. Oh, no, it's not a bad website. It's just bad for my wallet.
Reporting.
Cali, there's a lot to do in California. I didn't listen to anything Vader and Tarkin just said, but I don't think it's important. I was really annoyed that there was one in London you didn't realize. If you had known, you'd yeah, the London one was for Rogue One. I think that was Rogue One celebration,
Training
which is
soldiers.
cool. Okay, how am I looking here?
Reporting.
Let's bring in some more ground troops. There's no reason not to.
Reporting.
I just have a feeling like there's going to be a lot here, and I would
Recruiting soldiers. Reporting.
rather not be understaffed, as it were.
Fallout.
Reporting.
We'll let all these guys kind of
Cruiser
collect.
online. Heading out.
Let's
move out.
Okay. I think there's still troops coming in, but yeah, now we have far more. I keep some TIE Maulers around because they're kind of cool,
Construction reporting.
but they honestly, like,
Ready
they
to
have
go.
a very specific purpose, and they're really
Reporting.
more annoying than anything else. Okay, what do we got going on the surface of Naboo?
Reporting.
Holy, I'm probably gonna end up building more mines there, but I'm not sure yet. Biss can keep
Tossing
building
cruiser
mines.
reporting.
Reporting.
I
Building
only want to
started.
build the other vehicle factory there, so keep building mines on Biss.
Fallout.
Okay, let's see what we got here. 19 chicken walkers, 51 troops, a speeder bike, and some TIE Maulers. Heck yeah, that's a pretty good setup, I think. Let's go to Geonosis.
Inputting coordinates.
Gonna go now. Have a good day. Have a good Saturday. I know it's a bank holiday over in the UK. It's also a holiday weekend here, but a different holiday, I think. So have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for dropping by. Always good chatting with you. Now we're just gonna wait forever for it to load, which is our favorite thing to do. I remember, as I was saying before, it's the anniversary for A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. And I always think it's funny when I think about the original trilogy. As a kid, I could only watch A New Hope. And I don't mean that like in a, like it was a rule. I mean like as a kid, I would only watch A New Hope because Empire and Jedi both scared me a lot.
Invasion commencing.
The Emperor used to terrify me. See, this loading menu went fast because it loaded before we went to the
We've
planet.
located the enemy.
Ooh, what do we got here? I actually really like the Geonosis ground map. It's a lot of fun. Of course, they're showing us everything because this is a story mission. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Blue Bantha Company crew are amazing. I got to meet Matt at Celebration, and he gave me a Blue Bantha shirt, which was like he is so kind and generous. It was so awesome to meet him. And he asked me to be in the video, and I was so happy to be in the video. He's a really good dude. We were both in Star Wars Explained's Phantom Menace video too. If you watched that one, he did a video about everyone's favorite memories from the Phantom Menace, and we are back to back in that video, if I remember correctly, talking about our favorite parts of the Phantom Menace. So, which turned 20 a couple days ago, but he's really cool. I was like seeing my buddies continue to grow. Like I feel like Star Wars YouTube, like at least the like positive creators like Blue Bantha, it's not very competitive. Like even like compared to like something with Star Wars Explained, I never feel like I have to make better videos or make videos faster than anyone else. Like everyone's so into collaboration and so into supporting each other. It's really awesome. And it's really nice. And like to me, that's the true heart of Star Wars YouTube. Like Star Wars YouTube has this really bad reputation because of the really nasty channels that we don't necessarily need to talk about. But there's so many good ones out there it was really nice to actually get to meet some of them and get the opportunity to like do collaborations with people. So I appreciate that. Yeah, Matt and Sean are really good peeps. That's what it feels like, and I appreciate that. I'm glad to know that viewers are enjoying the stuff that all of us are making, and like every channel's different and focuses on different stuff, and that's only for the better, right? Like some people like light stuff, some people like funny stuff, some people like super deep dives, and like there's every channel brings something different, and there's something in there good for everybody. 209 days to Tross and counting. I am so excited. I am just so excited.
Yes, sir.
Okay, strategy-wise, the Geonosians are on the Rebellion side,
Out of our space.
which is kind of interesting. But we're going to focus on fighting these guys first. Actually,
Choose your reinforcements.
let's bring down some troops.
Moving out. Advancing.
Let's actually bring down Vader
Emperor will.
and more of these guys.
Capacity.
So let's start shooting some Geonosians. And the Geonosians have a spire over here we'll take out real quick, so that we don't have to worry about it. Now they're all running somewhere. Okay, let's see what we got here. Geonosians are revolting against their Imperial masters. Dispatch any Geonosian structures you may come across and destroy the land bonuses. No, it's kind of... I remember... obviously, this game is set in Legends canon, but I remember when I played it for the first time being very confused as to why the Geonosians were on the Rebellion side. But now, actually, in current canon, that makes a lot of sense. Because the Geonosians were separatists, and then in the novel Tarkin, they actually turn on the Empire. So it's kind of funny that this is a super Legends-heavy game that actually gets really reinforced by current canon.
Ready to
Not that much of this game can stay canon, because it really can't. But it's still an interesting kind of connection.
Let's go.
Moving.
Alright, let's have these guys move ahead and they can start working on the next couple spires. Still on a high from Vanity... Oh,
Away.
that Vanity Fair article. There's so many images in that where, like, the shot of Kylo and Rey dueling, like, simultaneously has me so excited and so worried.
Heading out.
And not, like, worried in a bad way, like, just
Enemy shot.
as a redemptionist, it has me concerned to see them fight. But it's how it's gonna be. Vader, I think I moved my guys too soon, so can you finish the spire for me? You finish that spire for me.
Awaiting orders.
These guys will shoot down this spire. Yeah, that shot is glorious. And like some of the water particles are captured in motion. I think that one's my favorite of the images. But I liked finally seeing Richard E. Grant's character. He's kind of playing what I think a lot of people thought he was going to be, which is a Imperial, well, not an Imperial, like First Order kind of cold officer guy, which is cool. We're going to make Vader his own thing. All right, Vader, run up here. Yeah, I'm trying to go in with a clear mind because I think it'll only be better for me if I do. But like, it's hard because like to do that I have to somehow not theorize at all. Poetic injustice has returneth. I'm so glad to see you backeth. How areth you with? It's not actually real Old English, but it felt good. Richard E. Grant will have a perfect role. Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, for sure. Well, he's been like my favorite person on Twitter, Richard E. Grant. He's been so great on Twitter. And Janna, the new Naomi Ackie's character, seems really cool.
Reporting.
Just, like being totally BA on the back of that warthog horse. It's a very hard to read. Yeah. Yeah. There's so much good stuff. Okay, we're gonna make this one a troop turret.
Constructing.
And then over here we're gonna make... Oh.
Affirmative.
Here guns. Everyone focus on these guys. I think this is a vehicle one. Let's go fight these guys. He also left another stream on because I had no idea what was going on. That's fair. Well, and some games are harder to watch stream if you don't know what they are. Okay, Vader, take care of this vehicle, please. There we go. And now focus on these guys. Now, I want to go down and take that landing pad, but we're going to kind of focus on what's going on over here. Because there's just a lot going on here. Oh, hold on. There you go. Zori Bliss has an... Oh, yeah. Well, and Carrie Russell's been saying for a while that she's got, like, a really good costume. And so it's fun to finally see what that costume is. Alright, Vader, take these guys out. Good work. Focus on these guys. I'm gonna kind of distribute some of these guys' area of effect attack. Take these guys down. You can hear the Geonosis effects, it's great. I'm starting to think that Mac streams really don't work that well because I've noticed that your game lags a lot. I know you've spoken to that Mac before. Yeah, the game... Well, Macs aren't made to stream, to be honest. I mean, that's just part of it. But this game also doesn't run very well. This game's older and it's just not optimized. Like, if you go to my Yoda Bauer channel and look at what I streamed yesterday, that stream looks really smooth. Ah, did they drop a Fallen Order trailer? Oh, that's what you posted. That's awesome.
Let's move out.
Actually, no. You guys are gonna focus on this. You guys focus on these towers. We'll send Vader over to grab this launch pad. But it depends on the game. If a game's optimized well, it's not as bad. Because, like, I streamed BioShock Infinite on my other channel really fine. But for me, like, because what I do isn't primarily video game streaming, like, it's just, I don't really care enough to get something else to do it off of. Alright, Vader.
You may dispense with the pleasantries.
Get to use this thing. Alright. Group 2, fight those guys. What I'm probably going to do is have Group 2 hang out here. And fight anybody that would come after us. And then this group that I get here with Vader, I'll send up here to this other spot. And then we can kind of come at the rebels from two directions. Well, that's the thing. But, like, for me, I hate consoles. Like, I've never been able to play games well on consoles. I don't care for controllers at all. So, like, for me, I'm getting a computer if I'm playing a game on anything. Like, that's just how it is. Yeah. And, like, with PS4 streams and stuff, you can't make, like, the UIs and stuff. You have, like, every PS4 stream looks the same. Because it looks like a PS4 setup, which isn't a bad thing. And, like, I feel like interfaces like what I have and stuff are all overrated anyway. Like, people come to streams for the streamer. They don't really care what your stream looks like. But you definitely have less options if you stream off of a console.
As the Emperor wills.
Sell your kidney for a new PC. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is have these guys kind of hang out here and just keep an eye out as the rebels come. And then these guys
Ready, sir.
Do not fail me.
will become group 1. They will all be group 1. And then once I get what I need here. Ah, that's cool. See, and I didn't even know there was any kind of anything because every PS4 stream I've ever seen is basically the same. Alright, this just got crazy over here.
Yes.
You guys start moving up there. A lot of troops here. Oh yeah, we streamed KOTOR here last year, really like a year ago. I love that game.
Target acquired.
Turrets.
Concentrating firepower.
Oh, we're about to get wrecked up in here.
Enemy sighted.
All right. Now we gotta focus on these guys. I definitely need some more reinforcements now. Okay.
On my way.
These guys to land.
Roger that. This way.
They're kind of running away. We'll focus on these guys. See if we can't get some turrets going. Focus on these guys. I'm not worried about the abandoned mining facility. They're kind of like a one-off money bonus. It's really not that big of a deal. We running past any places? Yes. So from this group,
Yes, sir.
you are gonna stay there and give me those turrets. Group 2 is going to now have these guys in it.
Awaiting orders.
You are all now group 2. Shoot at everybody. You've been saving $25 a week, but haven't made enough for a third deposit. I keep getting close to 1,000. I get you. I mean, that's life does that a lot, right? Like you're trying to save up, but then it turns out you're saving up for something you didn't know you were gonna need to save up for. At some point, you gotta buy a laptop. Really want one where you can change into a tablet so you can draw on it. If you do, though, like those are awesome, and those are definitely the way to go if you want to draw. But those are not the way to go if you want to stream. Like something like a Surface is not going to be able to stream games. Like it's just not going to have the power to be able to do that. So that's something to keep in mind. And like that's not a bad thing.
Copy.
Because you still have your PS4 to stream from. But that is just something to keep in mind.
Attack that target.
Okay. Turrets. Turrets. Okay, you guys go here because there's going to be more.
Advancing.
And then we're going to drop some more guys with Vader.
Advancing.
Inputting coordinates. On my way.
Getting an HP Spectre because I joined a writing group. That's cool. Well, I see that you said you joined a writing group. That doesn't mean that you wouldn't also stream from it. There are any other Old Republic comics books I recommend? Last night, you were really close to buying Old Republic. I love the KOTOR comics by John Jackson Miller. Those are some of the best Star Wars comics, current canon or Legends, I have ever read. There's several story arcs. I think it's like the first 5 are their own contained story, and then it's a part of the Vector crossover, which is a whole other thing you don't really have to worry about. If you want to get into Vector, that's great. If not, the KOTOR comics from Vector are the first story, so you don't have to worry about if you don't understand what's going on in Vector, because at least it's the start. The Knights of the Old Republic arcs that are after that crossover start slow. They're kind of a slow burn, but they really pay off at the end. So I would highly recommend the KOTOR comics. The Old Republic comics that are a tie into the video game are also really good. They're by... They might be Alexander Freed. There's somebody who's written Star Wars novels. I think it's Alexander Freed. They're really good. I know, Poe. I know. Brandster, welcome, dude. I saw you in Split Screen streaming earlier, and I was stopping in to say hi, and then you guys started talking about leaks, and then I left, because I don't want to hear leaks. But I saw you guys were streaming earlier, doing your podcast thing. How did that go? Alright, let's see. Get a turret going, that will really help.
Yes, sir. Unit destroyed.
Getting wrecked over here. Start shooting at these guys. Everyone's always firing at will. It's very rude.
Reporting in.
Yep, you guys go there.
Unit destroyed.
Came in at the right time. Yes, we are talking about reading recommendations for people who like the Old Republic. Brandster is a super expert on the Old Republic, if you have any questions. Yeah, and like if people want to get into leaks, that's totally like that's their prerogative. That's fine. It's just not a thing that I want to be a part of.
Construction complete.
Let's run over here.
Turret constructing.
There we go. Get some turrets going. We are getting super wrecked over here, but that's all right. We're about to get reinforcements, so we'll be better soon. Having this turret's gonna be a big help too. You know everything about Old Republic. Yep, Brandster does really cool lore videos about Old Republic, KOTOR, Tales of the Jedi, all of that stuff.
Construction complete.
So if that's your gig, you should be checking his channel out.
Moving out.
Basically, our guest said he'd seen a leak about 9, and we asked if he wanted us to know. Oh, okay. I probably could have stuck around then. I must have. I jumped out in a panic. I probably didn't need to leave then. But I was worried. I could have stuck around then. That's too bad. But I hope it went well the rest of the time.
Support order acknowledged.
Alright, let's see here. Let's get this turret built. Alright, and then these guys are going to become Unit 3 for right now, and I'm going to use them to get more. I build a lot of these turrets in case the rebels ever take the planet, then we have the turrets to help fight back. Yeah, well, and like, I don't know, because like some of, like, AT-AT chat is usually pretty pro-leak and that sort of thing, so I just wasn't sure what you guys' particular policy was. I'm glad it went well. That's really good. Not sure I want to know, so I'm not comparing it to next time. I think I'll just enjoy what comes. Oh, about this. So, I'm not, like, in terms of, like, is Old Republic announced and stuff like that, I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has been quoted as saying that they're working on something. I don't see how they don't ever do an Old Republic thing. I just don't think they're going to do it yet. Like, I think a lot of people are really hoping the Benioff and Wise is going to be it, or Rian Johnson stuff. But, my theory is the Old Republic game is still going, and I just don't see them starting up,
Yes, sir.
like, I don't see them starting up something that's going to contradict the story of something that's currently making them money. Like, love Disney or hate Disney, like, as somebody who loves what Disney is doing, Disney is concerned about making money too. Like, I'm not naive enough to think that's not the case. And I don't think they want to release stuff that's going to directly contradict with something else they're making, if that makes sense. Nor do I think they necessarily want to adapt something they're currently making. They would have to do it differently, though, otherwise they would make them... Why would they? Exactly. And that's completely accurate. Like, it's not going to be the Old Republic that we know, which is neither good nor bad, really. It's good or bad depending on if what they make is good or bad. You know, if they make something that's not good, and they made it non-canon, I'm going to be cranky. But if they make something that's great, I'm not going to complain. I think Bob said Old Republic was official, but maybe that's just hearsay. I don't know. Well, and like, I mean, Kathleen Kennedy did say that they're developing something. So like, as far as I'm concerned, them developing something for the Old Republic is official. But are they developing something that has, like, names attached to it and a release date and that sort of thing? You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. Like, they would be foolish to not be developing something Old Republic. But it's just a question of where in development it is. Blame Josh, 10 of Nerds. I think they should just do their own thing. And that's how I feel too. Like, I love the Old Republic a lot. But because of that, I really want them to just do something fresh. Because as is, it's already not going to be what I love. And like, I think they would be better off just making their own thing. I actually would kind of like the idea of, instead of like making Revan canon, like making like the legend of Revan a thing. Like, if you're familiar with the book Legends of Luke Skywalker by Ken Liu, I would love something like that, but Revan. Like this, like Revan is this mythical character that Jedi Padawans tell stories about by flashlight in the middle of the night. Like, I think that would be kind of a cute idea. And then you could keep, like, you could keep that mythos. You could keep the mythos of Revan or Exar Kun or something like that. But then it doesn't have to fit in with canon, because as it is, it's a bedtime story. I think that would be a cool way to bring those characters into current canon without having to adapt it or make it right or not right. If that makes sense? Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, if it's going to get greenlit, when is it going to get greenlit? What is it going to look like when it happens? Like, they're definitely working on it.
Order acknowledged.
Just a I liked it. I liked it a lot, the Legends of Luke Skywalker book. We did, our very first official streamcast is actually a discussion of that book. We have an episode 0 of our podcast, but episode 1 is about that book. They should make certain Old Republic characters canon in Rebels that they tease. Yes! With Malachor? Yeah, because the Malachor had heavy Kreia vibes. I'm getting wrecked somewhere. What is going on? Oh, okay. This is why I'm getting wrecked. I see.
Yes, Commander.
Well, and then making Malachor canon at all was really cool. I was losing my mind. Like, as much as I love season 4 of Rebels and some of the stuff that happened in there, that season 2 finale is still one of the best episodes of anything ever.
Reporting in.
I loved it so much. Vader, why are you doing literally nothing? Okay, which group is closer? Probably here.
Inputting coordinates.
Let's bring in some more things. Welcome back, John. How's it going? It's good to see you make your return. We are almost done with Geonosis. Geonosis is such a large map. This one is actually really fun to play in skirmish mode. So one of my best friends and I both own this game, and she and I used to play co-op, where it'd be her and I versus 2 AI teams. and it was a ton of fun. And this map is weighted.
Do not fail me.
We found that in skirmish mode there were certain maps that were weighted to the Empire or the Rebel side, and we were playing it as the Rebels, I think, but it's weighted to the Imperials, and I think I could be misremembering it. It's been years since we played, but we played like literally a 3-hour mission, like trying to win. It was crazy. Rebel Season 2 finale was peak Rebel. Oh yeah, it was so good. And like, I don't mean that as any kind of shade on anything Rebels did since. It was just the Season 2 finale was just so good. I mean, just easily one of some of the best Star Wars I'd ever seen. And it was really a testament to like what was possible with a show like Rebels.
Initiate attack run. Awaiting orders. Commence attack
All right,
run.
let's bring you guys in
Area.
to shoot at this place.
Yes, sir.
You guys start shooting at that place. We'll actually put up an anti-aircraft turret there. At this point, like, if we're getting attacked and the Rebels get this far, one turret is not going to make a difference. So I'd rather do an anti-aircraft against bombing runs there. Are you guys even moving? Come faster.
I copy.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, no, like, Season 2, like, I already loved Rebels, but, like, the Season 2 finale, I was just like, this is everything. I mean, that's where we got, like, Maul, we got Inquisitors flying with their lightsabers. I don't care if it's stupid and impractical and shouldn't work. I loved it, dang it. And I will stand by it. We got Kanan when he got blinded. It's just, you know, it was the prelude to World Between Worlds, and we didn't know it. Like, there's just so much going on in that Season 2 finale. It was so good.
Fire at will.
They're coming. They're making their way. This won't take much longer. The only major thing from Dave Filoni, which I'm not too sure about, is how he did the Mandalorians. Like their culture, you mean? Cause, or you mean like going back to Clone Wars even? Cause I know what Mandalorians in Clone Wars were definitely controversial. We took some losses there. That was pretty rough. Okay, let's move our troops away.
Setting course.
The story should progress here. Sweet! Our technology level has advanced.
Reporting.
Okay, so now game, what do you want me to do? I took Geonosis. Maybe it needs me to build something there.
I am finished with
Oh,
your
there we go.
task, so now I must continue my search for the elusive traitor.
Ah, dang it, we're gonna lose Vader now.
This informant could do to lessen the might of the Empire. The subjugation of the Geonosians will surely send a clear message to all those who would consider opposing us. The rebellion won't be so bold again.
The rebels' strength will continue to grow as long as they continue to acquire allies. To that end, the potential firepower of the Mon Calamari fleet far exceeds that of the rebels, and it would be a detriment if they join forces. We must ensure this does not occur.
Mission log updated. Beginning.
Sorry, I didn't want to talk over the game this time. I was kind of listening for once. I'm gonna pause here. I prefer how they were done in KOTOR 2. So my thing with the Mandalorians is at risk of saying something controversial, I was never a fan of the author Karen Traviss, and I will say it that way. So I really liked the Mandalorians in the Clone Wars because after that happened, Karen Traviss stopped writing Star Wars books. And as someone who tries to maintain a positive, non-ranty image on YouTube, that is all I will say about it, because I have nothing else to say without getting mad. That said, I think that KOTOR Mandalorians are peak Mandalorians, for sure. And welcome, Calamari. I think you're just saying calamari with a K. How are you, my friend? It is good to see you. And your new comic. Well, Carlos, there you go. You said you bought all of the Star Wars Marvel line. I have read that one through Yoda's Secret War, and then I didn't keep up with it. I was enjoying it, but I was largely keeping up with it because I was reading Gillen's Vader, and it stopped combining with Gillen's Vader. And I still like it, I just got less motivated. Okay. So we got our stuff building here. These ships, these are like those rebel ships I was telling you guys about.
Production.
We need some of these. For reals. But I'm also building some space stations, so there you go. And I started building more of the tanks, so now we can get better tanks.
Constructing.
Okay, so let's take in what we got here. The Emperor believes that the fiercely independent people of Mon Calamari. Perfect time for our friend to show up. It will inevitably aid the rebellion if are allowed the choice. The planet must be subjugated to prevent their interference, so we need to take care of Mon Calamari space. So this glowing red planet is what we need to do. Obviously, we need to get to Kuat first, and then maybe, I think I actually have to do Kuat and Kessel. It's basically Calamari from Mon Calamari with the K's for it. Makes sense. And Mur is what the else. Oh, this is a very clever nickname. I expect nothing less from you, though. Oof, I would do, like, if they would make a new, like, RTS game, especially if they would, like, expand it so you could play it in, like, all three eras of the film. So, like, you could have a Clone Wars, a Galactic Civil War, and I don't know if the sequel trilogy war has a name, but, like, the sequel trilogy war, that would be so good. Just so good. I would love a Civilization-like game, too, that was Star Wars. Okay, so, ooh, we can also go for hut space. That sounds fun. So, I'm going to save the game real quick, which is going to take a while, because for some reason, it likes to take forever to save. And then we'll get into taking over some of these other planets. We'll probably go for hut space first, just because it's 2 planets on their own. And we can just kind of hold that quadrant, which probably means more pirate fighting, other than it looks like Ryloth is a rebel world. And then we'll start down this line of gaining this hyperspace route. Just call it Post-Galactic Civil War. It's as good a name as any, to be honest. Oh, man. Maybe that would be Empire at War, too. It would just be the First Order and the Resistance. I get so confused with the Resistance because they're not the rebels, but everyone I mean, they are, like, they're rebels, but they're lowercase r rebels. Like, they are rebels, but they're not the rebellion. They're the Resistance, but they're not the resistors. It's just funny to me. It's like, I feel like they wanted to give it a name to make it different than the Galactic Civil War, but then they like, keep the same logo and name, and it's just weird. Like, it's not a big enough deal to me to be, like, fussy about it, but I do think it's funny. Okay, so now on one of these planets where I'm not building things, there we go. I want to build some I need to build a spy.
Vehicle in production.
So we'll build a scout ship. Ow. I thought Vader was going away. I guess he's not. I'm not going to complain. That is a level 3 station. So we're going to get some of those station killers that I started to build, and that's going to make that easier. But some of these other planets, we're definitely going to get the bigger space station going. It will be better defended. I need more money. Oh, looks like the rebels took Kuat. Okay, that's frustrating. Let's build.
Ready to go.
Vehicle in
Broadside
production.
cruiser reporting.
Okay. Yep.
Construction.
Start going over to this fleet.
Advancing.
We need more money. We need to keep Coruscant safe.
Construction complete.
Because I have, like, nobody over Coruscant, which is a really bad idea. Okay, go spy on Ryloth for me, please. There are some connections between the war and the legends. Granted, the sequel is much less of a civil war because it's more of an external. That's true. I mean, it's like, the First Order gets its origins from the Republic and having it split off. But at the same time, they kind of, like where the Separatists tried splitting off and couldn't, and that's why they went to war. The First Order is they went to war and they did actually break off. Okay, let's see what we got here. 25 units plus a space station. When which is that 25 there next to the rebel ship that you can see. When I'm doing this, I like to pretend a station is worth 10. So 25 plus a station level 3 is, station level 3 would be 30, so it's 55. It's like a power score 55. My fleet is 64. So I'm probably fine, but it's also close enough that it's going to be something of a battle. I'm going to wait until a few more of these station killers. Where else was I building a station killer? Maybe I wasn't building any other one. Okay, I probably wasn't. Just kidding. Well, let's build another one. Then we'll go there. Because all these other ships that I'm building, I'm sending to Coruscant to keep Coruscant safe. Because I think the rebels took Kuat. Because I had that little symbol that a battle happened.
Unit in production.
Okay. Yep. Go to Coruscant, please.
Construction complete.
And we'll just wait until this ship's done, and then we'll go take the rebels here. So then I can go in with 3. So again, a thing I kind of think is like, if the station's level 3, take 3 station killers with me. If not, take another one. Okay, so you go to Geonosis, and then our fleet will be ready to go. You know, I should really have some ground troops on Coruscant also, in case they take, because rebels are able to attack with what's called a raid group. So like I have to take like a full, I have to take the outers, I have to take the space over Ryloth before I can take the ground on Ryloth. But the rebels can actually send a force of 4 or less people into a ground battle and not have to take space. So if you don't keep ground troops on your border worlds, you can actually get wrecked by like 4 really tough rebel units. Okay, minor heroes automatically detected and eliminated due to Twi'lek culture. I don't understand what that means. Stamina boost. Mountainous Ryloth rotates so slowly that its rotation is equal to the length of its orbit around the sun. One side of the planet always faces the sun and is always habitable. And its only habitable areas are in the band of twilight separating the 2 sides. The Twi'leks live in the network of mountain catacombs. Their culture is very social, with information about everyone and everything on the planet changing hands constantly. Back in the days when Ryloth was tide-locked. It always bothered me in Legends that got changed by Clone Wars. Not that Clone Wars changed it, but it literally got changed because of a line in the Ryloth trilogy in Star Wars The Clone Wars where Mace was like, 3 planetary rotations, we will do a thing or whatever. And it bothered me that we had to change it because of that. Because like to me, like every other planet has a rotation. Mace didn't go, like Mace is in the middle of a war. He just said planetary rotations because that's space talk for days. And he just like just play it off as Mace just used the wrong word, or like just use the common word for day, even if it wasn't applicable to that planet. Like there's no reason to retcon and change and undo decades of comics and lore about the planet because one character said one thing. Like that's what always bothered me about retcon culture is this idea that nobody in space is ever wrong. History is. And I'm like, why can't somebody just misspeak one time? They did deleted lines in other episodes of season 1. I know they took a swear word out of the episode Rookies, because that was apparently a big deal. It aired with the swear word, though, and then subsequent airings took it out, but it's there in the Netflix, well, it's not on Netflix anymore, but it's there in my Blu-ray version. Sorry, I keep pulling on my headphone cord. Yeah, exactly. Like, it didn't even bother me that Mace said the line, because, like, again, every other planet has a planetary rotation, and that's how they determine a day. And Mace would just use the word he always uses, because he's focused on other crap. Like, it really fundamentally bothered me that they made that retcon. Like, it's just justifiable that Mace used the common word, even if it wasn't truly applicable to that planet. Especially when they make Mace such a jerk in that show anyway. Like, he didn't use the culturally appropriate word. That's Mace Windu for you. Like, I don't get it. But whatever. I don't make those decisions. And now in current canon, I don't think Ryloth has a tide lock, which is too bad because it's a really cool concept. But at least now it's not changing everything. I don't know.
Broadside cruiser reporting.
We're gonna make you 2.
These vagrants stand in our way.
These vagrants.
Eliminate them to prepare
I remember hearing that for the first time in the episode, but the second time was removed. Not watching the Blu-ray set. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Well, my Blu-ray set also has season 3, the ARC Troopers episode. Ventress impales a clone trooper and then kisses him as he dies. And they cut that from when it aired on television. And it is not cut in the Blu-ray version. Nor was it cut when it was on Netflix. Alright, Station Killer, you attack the station. It's just funny to me, like, people were freaking out. And I didn't really understand the fuss, because it's, like, they swear in the Star Wars movies. Like, I didn't get it. Like, you can't even say it's not Star Wars, because it is, though. Like, Obi-Wan swears in A New Hope. But for some reason, it was a big deal. I guess because it's a kid's show, but I don't know. It was a kid's show that aired in primetime on cable. Like, okay, sure, it was a kid's show. Okay, go for that shield generator, guys. Okay, our station killer's gonna die here pretty quick, unfortunately. That's okay. We'll bring in another one. Go, guys, go! Bring in a station killer. Okay, station killer, start killing the station. Keep going, guys. The station, he's gonna get just ripped apart over there by himself, but he'll at least do a lot of damage while he's there. If you remember correctly, I knew to have some curse words. I think that sounds right, actually. That happened to me. I was so mad. I got I bought a bunch of the Star Wars Adventure comics, and I ordered 4 of them, 4 trades, and the 3 trades came in an envelope, and then 1 trade came on its own, and the trade that came by its own came in a cardboard box, all by itself, a total waste, and then the 3 trades came in an envelope with no protection and came in bent, and I was so mad, and I'm like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So what are you gonna do? I was like, I don't know who did this packaging at Amazon, but they have weird life choices. Okay, shield generator is down. Should it equal the first 5 to be released? Yeah, I mean, the Clone Wars had some really intense stuff for a kid's show. It really did. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I thought it was a superb show. Alright, keep going, guys. We can do it. We're gonna make it. We're getting ripped apart here. But it's gonna be okay. We'll get some good reinforcements in here and we'll be better off. Doo-doo. There were 3 put with 0 protection in a big Amazon box. What? That's ridiculous. The only comic you received this was Crimson Rebellion. This week was Crimson. Oh, you told me you bought those. I feel like I read the first Crimson Empire, but it was a long time ago. Like back before Legends was Legends. Jedi vs. Sith is good. That's the one of the first Bane arcs, right? I thought Drew's book adapted it very well. Dang it. Stop, computer. Oh, that's fun. It's my camera is locked. It's frustrating.
What is it?
Okay, well, this is new and fun.
They will be permanently damaged.
There we go. We'll just keep the camera like this. It'll be fine. I'm literally having to hold down keys. That is correct. Yeah. We have the other 7 coming soon. Nice. Okay. We really need to take down a bunch of these capital ships. Oh, I see. I have, like, no ships left. That's why this is a hard. Okay, hold on. I was not paying attention and have no ships. Okay. Having to move around very strangely here. Where is the best place to get Star Wars Adventure comics? They have paperback versions, they have trades on here. Let me show you real quick. We're gonna take a brief timeout. We'll be right back. Sorry, I happen to have them right here. So this is the trade I've read. Star Wars Adventure Volume 1. They're a little bit smaller than your normal trade. And then I have, these are the ones that came kind of bent actually, but these are the next 4. And I think, so this is Arcs 1 through 5, and I think 6 comes out in trade soon. And then there's also Star Wars Adventures Tales from Vader's Castle by Cavan Scott, which is like this really cool compilation of like horror stories, like kid horror stories that I really, really like. They're very pretty, very nice comics. They're harder to, like, my library is pretty decent about getting in trades for the Marvel comics, but not for these, so I wanted to buy them. And I have read the first arc, and I've read Tales from Vader's Castle. Yeah, Vader's Castle is so good. I like anything by Cavan Scott, though, to be fair. I'm excited to read the rest of these. I've had these for a little while, and I haven't read them yet because I want to review them. But, like, that means when I read them, I have to take notes and think about reviews and stuff, and I just haven't been motivated. But I need to do it. But, I'm a big fan of, like, I wanted to buy these because I love the idea that they exist. And so, even though I haven't read all of them, I bought them as a vote with my wallet kind of thing. Vader's Castle got a second series that's going to come out this October. I did get them on Amazon. So, I don't know if they're cheaper on IDW's website or not, but I use my parents' Amazon Prime account, and so I can get them with better shipping. They have a paperback Star Wars Adventure Han Solo and Hollow Moon I found in the third story. Nice. Yeah, that was a thing. Like, it was really more of a vote with my wallet. Like, the idea of Adventures comics is important to me. Like, these kind of, I say kid accessible, but they're good even if you're not a kid. But I just like the idea that there's these comics that are cool for kids to read too. We are getting wrecked, and it's partially because I can't move my screen without it freaking out on me, which is really upsetting me. But this is also because we moved up a difficulty level, and I haven't adjusted accordingly. If I enjoy episode 9, oh yeah, for sure. Well, especially because we're not going to have a Star Wars movie in theaters for so long after TROS. Like, I'm going to want to see TROS a lot. Nice. Well, I like the Legacy comics, too. It's been a long time since I've read them, but I liked them. There were some arcs that were better than others, but I liked the series overall. Got the first 6 issues of Star Wars Adventures comic in Children's Department. There you go. Yeah, and like I said, they're definitely written for kids, but they're still enjoyable, even as an adult fan. Because like, in those comics, they just do a lot of the really cool kind of one-off ideas. You know, like in the Marvel line, they have to do big stories, or they have to all kind of go together because Star Wars Adventures is an anthology series. You know, they can do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. They don't have to do story arcs with the same characters every issue. So that's cool. All right, this battle is driving me nuts. It's proving very difficult. Okay, let's start moving in on the space station now. There were just so many troops here. And there still are a ton. These Corvettes are a problem. I'm literally having to hold the left key and the up key down because when I let go, the camera moves. Very frustrating. Oh, there we go. Okay. It just fixed itself. There we go. Now I don't have to hold down keys anymore. It's going to get a lot easier. Keep fighting these Corvettes, please. This was a big battle on their part. And this was a place where, like, they had a pretty sizable fleet here. If I hadn't taken these guys out, they would send this fleet after me to just ruin my day at some point. The last issue of Legacy War, because it was on sale for like 30 cents at your local bookstore, is closing down. Purchase a copy of Star Wars Comic Day. Makes sense. I don't think I ever read Legacy War. I read all of Legacy, but I don't think I ever read Legacy War. Hey, Jetman, what's up? What's the Rebel death toll? It's pretty high right now. Unfortunately, so is ours. But that's going to change because we just went up a tech level. So once I get some money and some time, we'll have more, we'll have bigger, fancier things to fight them with. Good evening. It is good to see you here. How did your Saturday go? My Saturday's only like halfway through, but I hope yours is ending well. The lasers are our target. This station is definitely the biggest, scariest thing we have to deal with right now. Look how beat up my ships are. The poor things. Okay, let's go on more of an attack here. We don't have a lot of things shooting at us besides the station, so. We can go on supercharged shooting for right now. Yours was good. Spent most of the day on the golf course. I did not know you were a golfer. Golf, I feel like, is one of those things that's significantly more fun to play than watch. I'm making. How'd you do? Did you come in under par? You see an adventure comic called Star Wars Adventure Destroyer Down. I think that might be the new announced one. I'm not really familiar with what they're called. So the first one is Galaxy of Heroes, and then it's Unexpected Detours, Endangered, Smuggler's Blues, Mechanical Mayhem. Those are the ones I have. The one that's getting released soon is the Flight of the Falcon arc that ties in with like Pirate's Price, Lando's Luck, that kind of thing. And then after that, I don't know what they're called. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find the volume numbers. Has Ray on the cover? Yeah, so this is, as long as we're just shooting at the station, I can talk. This one is Galaxy of Heroes. This is Volume 1. I actually have a review of Volume 1 from like a year ago. Volume 2 is Unexpected Detours. It has Luke and Leia on the cover. This is the weirdest gaming stream, but that's what we're here for. 3 is got Rose on the cover. It's called Endangered. 4 is more by Kevin Scott, my favorite. Han and Chewie on the cover. This one's called Smuggler's Blues. And then this is the one that came bent, dang it, because of how Amazon packaged it. But 5 is Mechanical Mayhem, and it has the droids on the cover. Indeed, more fun to play, still an amateur, so tends to be really high. Well, what are you going to do? I would have such a high score in golf, it's ridiculous, so that's alright. I'm not even amateur level. Oh, I can bring in another ship. Let's do that. We almost got this station. It's almost down. Hey, fun is the most important part. So, that's good. Thank you so much for that. Oh, dude, you're not messing up the stream. I'm sorry, I didn't make that comment at all to make you feel bad. I love talking Star Wars, obviously, and I love helping people figure out what to read. It's one of my favorite pastimes. Like, I'm just here watching this game tick on. Like, I'm always happy to discuss stuff. And usually, like, if I don't know the answer to someone's question, we have some really cool people in the chat who often can help where I can't. So don't even feel bad. These are the kind of conversations I love having. There we go. And we won. Yay! Tend to play mini golf, but it needs to last longer. Does anyone have an opinion? Oh, hold on. Let me look. Oh, we lost Vader. No! Man, we took some losses, but dude, look how many things we fought against. That's crazy. Okay. Does anyone have an opinion on the most recent Lego clone turbo tank? I'm considering it for my Battle of Kashyyyk collection. And I see Lego figures are like way out of my league. There's a friend of the channel, Bosk's Bounty, does a lot of collector videos, but he's more of like a Black Series figure kind of guy. There's another channel I watch a lot called Ad Do It All Day. It looks like all ALL Do It All Day, but it's ADD, Ad Do It All Day. He does a lot of collecting, and there's one of our subscribers is like Bricks Hub, something like that, and I think they're Lego guys. Like, if you find any of those channels on YouTube, somebody there might be able to help. But Lego is, like, definitely out of my wheelhouse. Oh, no, it's good. I'm glad we, like, myself and my site partner, Django, we're both just here because we like chatting with people. Need to play more mini golf, but your short game is... Alright. I'm going to pretend I know what those words mean about golf, because I don't. Okay. Let's run you over.
Right away.
Let's move troops around so we can take the ground at Ryloth. And Ryloth is going to be pretty separated from any kind of rebel world, so we can actually just put a bunch of mines there and get even more money, which is what I'm into. Okay, now that we've built some level 3 stations in some places, we can get bigger, better Star Destroyers, which is what I'm here for. All you know is that Lego is fun, but I don't really collect it. Yeah, and like that's the thing. Like Lego's definitely cool, but it is outside of my wheelhouse. Actually, Geonosis is pretty fine too, so I can probably put a bunch of mines down on Geonosis.
Reporting.
We're gonna go ahead and build the tank though.
Building under construction.
How are we looking here? 81. Oops. Zoomed in on the wrong planet.
Construction complete.
So 5 ground forces plus 3. Oof. Okay. We're gonna have heavy factory. That's gonna make it tough. We have a lot of troops, so we should probably be okay. This is gonna take a lot out of us though. Have I built? I have. I just can't afford them. But I'm gonna want to get some of these tanks going. So right now I'm at a point in the game where it's really hard because it bumped me up a tech level, which means the rebels are already up that tech level, but I haven't moved up that tech level.
Cruiser reporting.
While we wait,
Reporting.
I'm gonna build another spy unit too.
In production.
Heck yeah! I need some Victory class Star Destroyers. Okay, move him here. This would be easier if I had access to my other hand, but I have my other hand on Mountain Dew. Right now, I just want to grab like all the units I can, because this is going to be a hard fight.
Flank speed.
Flank speed, that's a weird phrase. Okay.
Vehicle in production.
Meanwhile, start building me. These things are beasts, these tanks, and then these tanks are great.
Constructing unit.
Once I get these tanks, I almost never use chicken walkers anymore, to be completely honest with you. Okay, so that's good. I have some of these better things coming in now. And Naxxes, I want you to build one of these. Okay. We'll do that spy unit here in a second. For now, we have a lot of units. Let's try to take the ground on Ryloth. Yep, Kuat is definitely rebel now. And they're already building there, but that's why I'm building up on Coruscant. They're gonna definitely want to try to take Coruscant, and like I should really go to Kuat after Ryloth. Just because it's smarter. It's not intelligent to leave Coruscant undefended. That's me taking advantage of the difficulty level I'm playing at. Well, alright, I just went on a hunt, just got 1 through 5 Adventure Comics, heck yeah, and pre-ordered the rest. No problem. Like I said, I've done a review on Heroes of the Galaxy, but that was ages ago. I'm gonna do reviews on these. I just, like I said, I haven't read them yet, but I'm almost done with Pirate's Price, which is part of Flight of the Falcon by Lou Anders. And I'm really liking that, and once I get that finished, I'm gonna dive into these comics. I asked, I did a poll on Twitter, and most people said that even though the comics are older, they'd still like to see a trade-by-trade review instead of me just doing, like, a review of the series. So, I'm assuming that people would still kind of like that thing. Fairly obsessed with LEGO. You need to narrow down your disposable income. It's probably not wise to simultaneously sustain LEGO Star Wars. No, I get you. I will say, Calamari, as a longtime friend of Port Haven, before we were even really a blog site and a YouTube channel, if you ever got the creative bug and wanted to do some kind of review, written or otherwise, on LEGO stuff, you are always invited to. You don't have to, obviously, but like, Django and I always wanted to make the Port Haven originals feel like they could jump in and do stuff. If you wanted, but you obviously are not obligated. I am excited to read the Galaxy's Edge series. Again, because of the whole price thing, I often read comics in trade, so I might not read those for a while. But I'm excited to do that. My next comic, after getting caught up on Star Wars Adventures, I'm going to get caught up on Souls Vader and Souls Poe comics. Because I feel like I've read the first arc of both, but I haven't finished either series, and I feel like Charles Soule is kind of one of the biggest deals in Star Wars right now, and I'm not familiar. You could do reviews of Star Wars themed metal albums. Hey, man, you could. I'm just saying. We're not picky. Why is this taking so long to load, game? Come on. You guys can't see it, but I'm getting the pinwheel of death. This battle is really taking a long time to load. This game always has the long load times, but then I feel like once I start hitting around so long of streaming, my computer is just like ready to give up. And it's just done. Yeah, weird Star Wars is like my favorite kind of Star Wars, to be honest. Like, I'm always here for weird Star Wars. This part of what I liked about Solo, A Star Wars Story, is it had like Lady Proxima and the giant space octopus. Like, it just had a lot of weird stuff. And I liked that so much. Yeah, see? There you go. You got at least 2 people, myself and Carlos, that would read those. Again, you're never obligated to, but you're like I said, you have known us since before we were a site, so you should consider yourself always invited.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out.
There we go. Okay, let's see what we're in here. Heavy wind and sandstorms have reduced rocket accuracy. Local Twi'leks are on the rebel side.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I remember correctly, there's actually a Twi'lek house behind us.
Maximum unit capacity.
Oh, I loved it.
Scouting.
The Resistance broadcaster, all 3 of them are really nice. I talked to Lacey more than any of them, but I got to meet them at Celebration, and they're really solid people. And I'm really happy not only that they did their campaign, but like Ron Howard was aware of their campaign. Like, it got so much attention, and that was so cool for them. I'm really happy for them how well that campaign went. You're a new fan? Hey, fans are fans. What got you into Star Wars then? If you're a newer on the fan side, you were on. Yeah, exactly. You were with us way back. I think Solo 2 should happen, but it would not be disappointed. Yeah, no, I really want like to see Emilia Clarke back. I want to see like if we never got to see Emilia Clarke as Kira, Donald Glover as Lando, or Alden Ehrenreich as Han again, it would be a waste, because they were all phenomenal. Even if it's not Solo 2, and like even Resistance broadcasts were saying like we don't necessarily mean we need the movie.
Right away, sir.
They were saying that, you know, if it's a Disney Plus series, if it's, you know, whatever it is, just to see these characters again, and that's very much how I feel. Oh, I see. Never mind. I misunderstood. Newer fan of the channel, been a long time Star Wars fan. Okay. My bad. I misunderstood.
Form up.
So you can still answer the question if you wanted. I got into Star Wars. Man, I always like my folks were movie buffs, so they always liked Star Wars, so that's how I kind of got into it. But then my obsession really grew around the prequel trilogy. Couldn't call yourself hardcore? And that's fine. Fans are fans. There's definitely different levels of obsession, but fans are fans. I see, and like, there's so much more story with Kira that really needs to be told, where her character got left off with Maul and everything. Like, her character needs to be explored. Like, it is existing off in this limbo that we need to see more of. Yeah. Oh, the sequel trilogy's been great. I've been so happy. I was worried before Force Awakens came out, but they've been doing good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's run these guys up.
Inputting coordinates. Ready to go.
Yep, and here's the other Twi'lek house. You're at the level of obsession just above comic books. Yep. Well, I mean, John, you and I are both at the levels of obsession at will make YouTube channel to talk about these things. I think, regardless of how much you read or watch, that's just another whole other level of like, I willingly give my free time to talk about Star Wars all day. I'm not sure it's a good level of obsession or not, but it's a level of obsession we have. There we go. What? Excuse me?
Awaiting orders.
Oh, it's like the remaining Twi'leks that are alive. We'll handle this. Okay. So what I want to do now is make sure I'm defending this path that goes up. If you look at the mini-map in the bottom left, I want to make sure I'm defending this path, but I actually want to send units this way so I can take out the Twi'leks and also get more units on the map. So we're going to kind of like fight them in their stand here and then start moving. Let's just say that the amount of Star Wars stuff around my room has skyrocketed. I definitely understand that. I really do. Okay, everyone needs to focus on them.
We'll cover you.
Okay, you guys have regained control for me. Thank you. I want you guys to go there because I know for a fact there's a Twi'lek house there.
Always ready, sir. Enemy sighted.
So much fighting.
Enemy spotted.
This is gonna be a little rough. And this big red circle on the minimap means they have a shield generator here. So I'm not gonna be able to bombard anything under that shield generator until I destroy said shield generator. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky.
Hostile. Fire for maximum effect.
Okay, yep, we're losing some units here. I think I'm gonna focus on mostly troopers right now instead of landing too many vehicles because they have a lot of vehicle killers. These guys here have the big rocket guns, and they have a harder time fighting troops, easier time fighting vehicles. And so I'm gonna set myself up to handle that.
Reporting.
Now these guys might actually get wiped out by this tornado here. A couple of your friends at university had twins yesterday. Husband/father is wearing Solo Star Wars shirt. Aww, that's cute. So I'm kind of tempted actually to just use the bombing run to like destroy everybody here, but I think that's kind of a waste. You guys are gonna join Unit 1.
Awaiting orders.
And get over here and start shooting at things.
Providing backup.
Concentrating firepower.
And then 3 is shooting at these guys. Okay, screw overkill. We need to get this handled because this is gonna hold us up. Maybe the tornado will take out the rebels. Let's watch. Nope, it just went right on by. I would love a Crimson Dawn series. Absolutely love a Crimson Dawn series. We will actually land a few more units though. They're gonna get bombed. So that's gonna help us a lot. Look at that. Ah, and there's still some left. Somehow they got missed. Come on, guys. This is taking too long. Okay.
Order, sir.
Keep moving, Unit 3.
Right away.
Now, Tornado of My Soul by Megadeth is stuck in your head. You know, that's what I'm here for. Getting metal songs stuck in your head.
Yes, sir.
Now, it's not metal, it's more, kind of dubsteppy, but if any of you guys listened to, Star Wars Headspace? It's actually like a Disney released album. It's really good. I'm a big fan of it. But it's like dubstep music made out of lines of dialogue from the Star Wars films. Highly recommend. What is going on over here? Oh, Twi'leks. This is what I'm looking for.
Reporting.
This is exactly what I'm looking for, actually. You guys are going to join Unit 3,
Yes, Commander.
and you're going to fight this building.
Ready.
But you guys are going to actually kill them.
Load your weapon.
Okay, and then 1 and 2 that are here will make all of you 2. Just because there's not many of you left. And then your guys' job is to just stay put and defend. I am also the only one who thinks Dr. Aphra movie. Oh, dude, no, like, Dr. Aphra is one of the few comics I'm not overly behind on. I am behind on it. I've read through volume 4, The Catastrophic Con. Volume 5, I think, comes out in June, if I'm remembering correctly, and I really want to get it. I read that one in the trades, so I'm like up to date on the trades. But I love Aphra. Aphra's like my favorite thing in New Canon right now. The comic. I love her character. I loved her character in Gillen's Vader comic. Exactly, like Space Indiana Jones. So good. And like, her show would have a lot of potential to be serialized too. Like, you wouldn't have to have these overarching things. My only thing, I know a lot of people want an Aphra TV show, and I would love an Aphra TV show too, but my one worry is that it would negatively impact the comic. Like, I feel like for the show to exist, you'd almost have to end the comic or turn the comic into a tie-in to the TV show, I suppose. But that is the one kind of unintended consequence I don't think people realize if Aphra becomes a show. Unless the show adapts the comics, which they could do. Oh yeah, no worries. Like, Aphra is so good. Easily one of the best comics I've ever read. I love it a ton. So many great characters in there. And like, that's peak weird Star Wars. Like, if you are into Star Wars for the weird, like, the Aphra comic is what you're looking for. There's like, I loved it. I think it's in Remastered, the 3rd. I think Remastered is my favorite. There's not an arc of hers I didn't like, but Remastered is my favorite. And I think that's the one that has like 000 talking in a projector outside of that lady's head. Like, it's so good. Oh, that's right. On this map, the Twi'leks are neutral. They attack everyone. I forgot about that. They would need a writer-director to attack that. Right. Yes. They would need someone who could pull off her character. I'm not familiar enough with writers and directors to know who a good choice would be. And I almost feel like they need somebody who's tested, like somebody who's worked a lot, but also somebody like oddball enough that people don't really know. I don't know if that makes sense. But I feel like for Aphra, like Aphra would be the show where you would want to get the wacky indie director to come in and like take that over. Like Dr. Aphra could come to an end around the Battle of Jakku timeline-wise, and then have the show set. That's true. They could do that. They already have the Mandalorian set there, so I kind of wonder if they would want to do too many shows set around the same time like that. But alternatively, they might want several shows set around that time, because then you could have crossover like you get with the DC TV shows. So what I'm doing here, I realize I'm not narrating the game. They're over here fighting because there's a Twi'lek house right there, like right here in the Fog of War. So I did a bombing run here to fight the rebels and to take out this Twi'lek spot. See, you can see the Twi'leks here. And it looks like I managed to destroy the Twi'lek house. So we're going to fight these Twi'leks and then have this group of people go on and take this landing bay. So this, I'm kind of playing it slow burn on this map, but it's kind of the smarter way to play it. Still working on that review, Dale. The work of adulting. Oh, this is not destroyed. We need to actually destroy it then. There we go. Says I can add another unit. I wonder what unit I need most. Probably tanks.
Inputting coordinates.
Vizin and chillin'. Sarge is about to
Right away.
become certified. I think the name is great too. If I wasn't a fan and saw a movie entitled Dr. Aphra, that a crazy killer. Yeah, like it's a unique name enough too, where you're like, well, that's kind of strange. I wonder what that is. Mandalorian could have a soft pilot for Dr. Aphra. Oh, that's true too. That's true too. She could show up in the Mandalorian and then kind of spin off. That's a good idea. Been here for a bit, just a bit silent. Yeah, there's a couple of y'all lurking, which is, like I said, fine. Lurkers are the unsung heroes of chats, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Moving out.
All right.
Always ready, sir.
There's another Twi'lek house here that we will destroy.
Concentrating firepower.
Buying bags for your car, yeah, ADD multi. Hey, yeah, but you know, it's all valuable stuff, so, you know, you just gotta keep it up. Alright, get everybody landed here. I think there's only one other Twi'lek house left. We're almost there. I'm going to focus on the house first because these Twi'leks will just respawn ad nauseum. And then we can focus on fighting the Twi'leks.
Yes, sir. Moving to that area, sir.
Alright. So you all now will become, I'm thinking instead of naming you guys 3, I'm going to rename you all 1. Because I don't have a unit 1 right now. There we go.
Reporting in.
So now this is protected, and then I'm pretty sure right here is the last Twi'lek house. Oh, hello. What is going on here? Oh, I'm still in fast forward mode. Hold on. What is going on here? There we go. There's the last Twi'lek house. We'll just bomb it. I don't know why these guys are glowing. And also not getting destroyed by my turret. Something is going on here.
Target locked. Fire for maximum effect. Locking on.
Construction complete.
There we go. Work on taking these guys down. Now they will be able to come in faster. Oh shoot, I'm doing the wrong thing. I had the wrong guys open. That's why this was not going well.
Attacking. Targeting.
I was using the wrong screen.
Rating firepower.
Alright, there we go. Take these guys down.
I copy.
I was moving these guys. I'm good at this game. I promise.
Fall out.
Alright.
Roger.
We finally defeating them over here? Looks like we are.
Reporting.
Okay, I need someone to come over here and get this turret back. We'll land some new tanks over here for them. Okay, and then this is going to become... There we go. Anti-infantry. And then you guys move right on up. And take this place for me. Okay, so over here, this is a... Which one is this? Infantry? Okay, so this one will become a vehicle one. And then you guys go back to monitoring that which you're supposed to monitor, which is here. These guys are making their way. And then what I think I'm going to do with these guys is make these guys the new Unit 3 and stick them here. Just because it is possible for rebels to come down this middle road. It's less likely, but it is possible. And it's a good idea to have somebody have eyes here. There's also usually a Rancor running around here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to keep an eye out for build pads. I'm not seeing any though. There they are. I knew there were some around here somewhere. Okay, so you are going to go here. And you are going to stay here. And that way I can get these build pads. And then the rest are going to move and take that. Oh, hello. What do we got here? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Kill that thing. Kill that thing. Kill that thing right now. Kill this thing right now. This thing will wreck us. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it right now. Kill it right now. Kill it right now before it gets a chance to shoot. Oh, okay. Whew! We still took a ton of losses and it got one shot off. Okay.
This way.
Hey, Bobcat, I just realized you forgot to grab rice when you were getting groceries. That is rough.
Always ready, sir. Engaging enemy.
What would you like to see in gameplay in Fallen Order? Like, what would get you most interested? That is a good question. Jedi stuff, really? Which, I mean, since Jedi's in the title, I think that's very probable. But, like, all the stuff I'm seeing about, like, Inquisitors and stuff has me really excited. But gameplay-wise, I guess it's supposed to be, like, Uncharted, right? Like, adventure games and stuff. You know, for me, more than just simply being interested in, like, gameplay mechanics and stuff, I would just like to see... What is going on here? I don't actually want barrage area. There we go. I would just like to see something that can be accessible. Not even just knowledge-wise, but like Star Wars games often are a way for people who don't play video games often to start playing video games. And as much as I want it to be like a good game, I'd hope that it either has a difficulty setting that makes it accessible or is just accessible. Because there's going to be a lot of non-gamers that want to play because of it. While I be on the topic of doing reviews, I may have slightly more free time after you do PCS. Hey, I was being serious. Like, if you ever want to do some Star Wars content for us, like, article-wise is easiest, because then Django and I would just, like, proofread whatever, and then put it up. But if you were interested in doing video content, you certainly could, we could talk to you about, like, technical stuff on how we like it to look and that sort of thing. But if you're ever interested, like I said, you've been with us for the long haul. You should consider yourself part of the team. But again, I never want you to feel obligated.
Copy.
I'll start moving you guys up this way. Bobcat's here. Sergeant Beeman had, but we forgot the donuts. Exactly. Yeah, and I think difficulty settings is a good way to achieve that. Oh, sorry. This guy's gonna wreck us. These things are the worst. We're just gonna get mowed down now. You guys gotta move! These rockets are awful. Okay, good. He stopped firing. He's on the move. Oh, no! He's opening the doors again. Go get them! Don't even worry about the shield generator right now. Get moving. Spread out.
All right, men. Take cover.
Reporting. Fire.
Right? Oh man, I've been working on a short story for a while, but I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, we have a lot of unfinished stuff on the blog, but I mean that's only fair because I feel like we tried to start the blog and then we never really promoted it, and then people got understandably like demotivated. But now that's no longer an issue because now we do actually have a bit of a following. Actually, I should send you some. If you're interested, I can send you like some of what I've been working on story-wise. If you ever want to, what's the word? Brainstorm with somebody. Swap ideas. Yes, I have been. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. I just have to have the motivation to actually work on it.
On my way. Ready.
You guys are all team 1. Start firing. Okay, so the bombing run's available. What we killed over here, this is the shield generator. So now you'll see that big red circle is no longer on the map. So they no longer have shield generators, so if I can get into the base now, we can use the bombing runs to actually do stuff. That's true, we could. Mine is...
Scanning area.
Mine's all over the place, actually, but it's all set within the films. It starts... It starts in Phantom Menace era, actually, because that's like... It's all about a character more than about a story. And, like, the first time we see her is as a child, which is during the Phantom Menace.
Scouting area.
But the majority of it is set between 3 and 4.
Awaiting orders. Always ready, sir.
Fight.
Affirmative.
Fight.
Fire at will.
Okay. And then you guys keep moving forward.
Deploying.
Though I feel like wasn't yours KOTOR era? Ugh, I can speak. Wasn't yours KOTOR era, or am I just making that assumption because you and I share a favorite time period?
I've got them on scopes. Roger that.
Let's do a bombing run. Oh, we're gonna get wrecked. Come on, bombing run. Come on, bombing run. Get there faster.
They're in my sights. Targets engaged. Concentrating firepower.
Oh, this is rough. This is rough. This is rough. They are wrecking us. We're gonna have to land a whole bunch more troops. This bombing run will be big. Come on, bombing run. Come on, bombing run. There it comes. Thank you, bombing run. Yeah, KOTOR. Oh, KOTOR was the role play. The one you have from the first Inter-Trilogy era is the one you come up. Okay. Well, fantastic.
In attack position.
The role play is what I was remembering then. You're right.
Let's go.
I feel like that was a lot of fun. I just feel like we had problems with like everybody being online at the same time.
Ready. Roger that. Form up.
Unit destroyed.
Why are we getting wrecked again? Hold on. What is wrecking us? This thing. Dang it.
Fire.
We are dying. Okay.
Inputting coordinates. On my way.
Advancing.
Land some more troops here.
Copy.
At maximum unit capacity. Unit destroyed.
Time order. Copy.
This thing is gonna hurt us. Prequel Cloners Jedi fascinated by. Ow! Mine is a story about a Jedi Padawan, or like a Jedi initiate, who gets sent to the service corps at an early age. And she basically like gets kicked out of the Jedi as a kid for not being force sensitive enough. And so she joins the service corps, and then as a teen gets fed up with the service corps because she feels like she's just there as a consolation prize, leaves the Jedi Order, and then then the Clone Wars break out. And so she kind of has this guilt of there's this big war that she's not helping with, and like people are dying, and she like ran away. Okay, we're gonna just not come this way because they have turrets.
Inputting coordinates.
Moving out.
Yeah, destroy this building first because this is gonna keep pumping out the old terrible stuff. But you all should yell at me to actually write the story, because I've started it, and then I lose motivation and don't write it. So if you guys are interested in hearing that story, you should all yell at me about it on Discord and Twitter. Thank you for the stream. Take us to go. Well, go enjoy Booksmart. I've heard good things. So I hope you enjoy your film. Thank you for dropping by. I genuinely enjoy chatting with you. I love like I said, these are like my favorite kind of conversations. So I hope to talk to you again soon. And I hope you enjoy your movie. Have a good evening. Jedi are scum and they don't deserve her. That's fair. I know you're always in these streams as a dark sider. Okay. Are my troops landing? Oh my gosh. I have to keep landing more.
Unit destroyed. Advancing.
Reporting.
Alright, you are now group 4.
Fall out.
Come on, man, this way.
There we go. Keep fighting.
Enemy sighted.
This is rough. But I mean, I have enough units. Huh. Look at these guys. Standing strong. The last of their unit. Fighting this turret. You guys can do it. I believe in you. I love the Old Republic era. Like, it's just, there's so much potential there. It's so fun. And like, it's just great because you have hundreds of Jedi and hundreds of Sith like running around doing stuff. Like, how do you top it, you know? Oh, good job, Ty Mauler. Look at you. Doing Ty Mauler stuff. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. But yeah, no, I loved it. I've always loved the KOTOR era ever since I played that game. Like, it's just so fun. Good job, Ty Mauler. I'm proud of you. I mean, everything's true from a certain point of view, right? I think the Jedi are characters that very much lost their way. Or in hiding. Yes, either one of those would work. We should definitely trade notes. I think if I had somebody else who was also writing, I would have a lot more motivation.
Yes, sir.
So that would be cool. Once this gets going, you guys are now Unit 3, because I have changed Unit 3 over.
Move out.
I love these guys. They're fighting this turret, man. They're the bravest units I got, that's for sure. Okay, you are gonna come back here and take these turrets. Come on.
Ready.
You guys got this, come on. There we go. Come fight this turret.
Coordinates. Providing covering fire. Fire.
SWTOR cinematic trailer. Oh, the SWTOR cinematics are amazing. Like, when the Deceived one came out, I watched that on loop so many times. It was incredible. Like, it's just, it's hard to even put into words.
Unit destroyed.
Alright.
Turret constructed.
Turret.
Yes, sir.
I want all you guys to focus on this. Yeah, right? Like, they're so good. Oh my gosh, this trooper is alive! This one trooper is alive. He made it. Oh, I love it. That's so good. You guys come up here.
Turret constructing.
Alright. And then you guys fight the mine.
Keep going. Awaiting orders.
You guys are gonna join Unit 3.
Sir.
Keep going.
This way.
Yeah, right? They're so good. The Hope one, where Satelli blocks Malgus's saber with her hand, like, I jumped up and cheered. Like, I was so into it. I couldn't even handle what I had just seen.
Enemy spotted. Hostile. Reporting in. Over there.
Alright, how we doing? Construction complete. We're almost there. This is the last building. This was a long battle, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Playing it the way I wanted to play it. I felt my phone going off. Bombing run available. Alright. Why not just do the bombing run, you know? It's overkill, but why not just do it? Okay, where are... There we go, we got it. Yay! I don't think SWTOR ever got ported to Mac. I've watched a lot of gameplay of SWTOR. I think I watched a gameplay of the Revan story, so I could see how that concluded. Hope, Deceived, Return. Yeah, they were. I think that. Well, I mean, Hope obviously is about hope, so you leave that one feeling a little bit better. But
Setting course.
I liked both so much.
Building under construction.
I don't know why I built a mine first, but I
Beginning
did.
Construction. Building started.
Okay, we're gonna send this spy to Nalhutta
To go.
and see what's there. Meanwhile, Coruscant is getting better defended, so that's good. Once I get some money, I'll build another Victory class Star Destroyer there. But they're gonna need a pretty big.
Construction complete.
They're gonna need a pretty big fleet to really
Vehicle
feasibly
in
handle that.
production.
Oh boy,
Cruiser reporting.
40 plus a station. Whew. That's pretty crazy.
Coming about.
I definitely want to fight that, but I might want to do Kuat first, because Kuat is more time for me to learn about it. There you go. There's always something. You need to finish Ossus. I love the planet of Ossus in general. Yeah, the new expansion for SWTOR this summer, and they're bringing Dantooine and Duxon back. That's fantastic. I'm glad that they are still making stuff for it, even though it's considered Legends.
Construction complete.
Like, they're not just abandoning the story. Okay, let's see what's going on at Kuat.
Brigade.
Really? Nothing? This intrigues me.
Unit in production.
Let's build a couple station killers.
Vehicle in production.
And just go take Kuat then.
Ready to go.
If we take Kuat, I'm just going to feel better because Coruscant's going to be safer. Like I said. And then I really want Nalhutta because Nalhutta is so good for money.
Construction complete.
Like, it's really good for the economy to have Nalhutta. And so an economy is really what I need help with right now. But I just want Coruscant safe.
Complete.
Broadside
Yeah, I was really
reporting.
worried they were going to shut it down when Disney took
Broadside
over.
reporting.
Gave so much passion, but they have devs have so much passion. Yeah, and like they put so much work into that game. Like it being the first fully voiced MMO
Heading out.
is so impressive.
Fallout.
And so I'm glad that it's not
Artillery online.
getting ignored, as it were. Okay, what do we got going on Geonosis?
Constructing.
Build more mines on
Broadside
Geonosis,
cruiser
please,
reporting.
because we can.
Building started.
Okay, let's go. Pretty big fleet.
Destination
Let's take
confirmed.
Kuat. They may have moved some. Oh no, they still haven't. I tell you what, guys, rather than waiting forever, we're just going to auto-resolve this one. It's literally just us versus the station. And rather than wait forever for you guys to sit through another loading screen, now we are going to wait forever to sit through me saving. But that was just not going to be that interesting. It was just going to be a bunch of capital ships versus a space station and not really worth your time to watch. Have I seen all the awards it got at launch? Absolutely. I haven't looked at the awards list, but it does not surprise me. I mean, like, even though I haven't played it, I've seen gameplay of it, and it's obvious that game is awesome. Like, I love the idea of the, what is it called? The Legacy? What's the system called where you can have, like, descendants? Where, like, you can have characters that are, like, descendants of your other characters and can be, like, hybrids of their classes and stuff. Welcome back, Yagi! It's good to have you back. You're back just in time to wait forever while my file saves, so good job. But yeah, I can't remember what that system is called. The Legacy system? Okay, yeah. I love that idea. I think that's so cool. Especially for something like Star Wars, where that's always been such a big deal. And just, I feel like it's a good way to reward longtime players, too, that want to keep making new characters and play things differently. You know, they don't have to do that, but they do stuff for that. For a little long walk. Did you get rained on that time? I don't know if Django has the bots running, Yagi, but there is a Discord link in the description. All of our bots are run through Django's end, and Django is in super adulting mode for the next couple of weeks. Right? Well, see, because you brought the umbrella, there was no rain. That's how that works. The only thing you do not like about it is that the Mon Calamari are not a playable species. I can't blame you there. Thank you, Yagi. I appreciate that. We're still saving, by the way. I still have the pinwheel. It's coming, I promise. I can definitely tell I've been streaming for a while. I'm trying to build up my stream stamina, because I have friends who can stream for like 6 hours, no problem. I don't know how they do it. I'm trying to get to the point where I can stream for like 3 hours and feel good. But like, once I hit 2, it's rough. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, definitely please remember to like or dislike the stream if you would rather. No judgment. Sarge, it's okay. You were just leaving mod things for Yagi to do. I understand. Deserve all of the abuse today. No, you don't. Oh, man. You went to the bathroom, gosh. Oh, man, that's too good. That's too good. But yeah, no, so the stream's been going for 2:34. I'm going to try to make it to 3 hours, because I'm going to build up my stream stamina, dang it. I do not have the stream stamina like other people do. Go to Coruscant. Go to Coruscant. Go to Coruscant. We're going to have some of these swanky new tanks. Actually, this is going to be done very soon. I want you to keep building the swanky new tanks.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
Because we need them.
Construction complete.
Do I have anything to... I do. I just have to remember to drink it, but I do. I have Mountain Dew and water. Really what it is I need... I need to actually remember to drink the water. That's true. A lot of you guys actually take breaks, and I try to avoid that. Instead, I play games that load for 5 minutes. Well, thank you, Brandster. I appreciate it. So you got a great deal on a chest rig for that airsoft game you've been playing for. Well, that's great.
Complete.
I'm glad you did. Mountain Dew! I heard Mountain Dude. Who needs a Mountain Dude when I have Sarge? 38 for one that normal. That is a darn good price. That's like a 72% sale. Right? No. 62% sale. I can math. It's a big sale. Waiting with a pinwheel. Oh, we were talking about, because it's, Sarge and I are just both lucky. Thanks, Calamari. I can math. I got the 2-part right. I was saying, because it's anniversary day for 3 of the Star Wars films. I think I was saying before, when I was a kid, I only watched A New Hope because Empire scared me. The part where Han got tortured always terrified me. And I could not watch Return of the Jedi as a kid, which is funny because of any of the 3 of the original trilogy, that one gets made fun of the most for being juvenile because of the Ewoks. But I was terrified of Return of the Jedi because of the Emperor. Like, the Emperor scared the crap out of me. And yeah. They call it the spinning piano. So, have you seen a movie called Date Night with Tina Fey, Steve Carell? If you haven't, highly recommend. That movie is ridiculously funny. But in it, Tina Fey refers to it as the pinwheel of death. And so that's why I call it the pinwheel of death. The Emperor is terrifying. Like, I could not watch the end of Return of the Jedi for years. That movie scared me. And it's funny now because I'm a rogue. Return of the Jedi is actually my favorite of the original trilogy. I know it's not Empire Strikes Back. That's like heresy. But Return of the Jedi is my favorite now. But I think it's because I have this intense emotional connection to it, even though that connection it scared me. The problem comes when you need to do math related while listening to economic reports in Mandarin. Yeah, you're on a whole other level with that one, man. Is the 4th. Yeah. 6th. A New Hope is the 4th. I love Return of the Jedi. But, I mean, it's also, like, such a Mon Calamari heavy movie. Oh, no, dude, you're fine. You're fine. Why is this still loading? Oh, my gosh. I'm gonna stream for 3 hours just waiting for this map. Like I said, I looked this up, and this is a bug. I guess over a year ago, Empire at War had a problem where it corrupted save files. This is what I looked up this morning. Like, it was having a problem where all the save files in the game would get corrupted. So they released a patch to fix the save files, but the patch to fix the save files caused loading of levels to take forever, which they have never fixed that bug. And there's a workaround, and I learned enough to know there's a workaround, but I didn't have enough time to put the workaround into effect. Well, and that's the thing, though, Yagi, is a smoother computer might not fix the bug, because it's a bug with the game. In case anyone's interested, Taiwan ranked 18 in the world exports for 20... I mean, hey, 18 and 18 is not a bad round for them.
The enemy has been spotted.
Alright, what do we got here? Oh, on this particular map, the locals are on my team. Well, that's cool. Actually, no. You guys are going to take this turret. You guys are going to... Oh, I know this map. I know this map. Yes, that is true. Well, PC definitely has a fix for it. I have not given up on the fact that I can find the fix for Mac.
Advancing.
Bad trend.
Brigade standing
Okay.
by.
You are going to become Unit 1. And I want you to run up here.
Charge.
Why are there just rebels here? Tanks, come up here and help these guys. That's good that they're trending upward.
Rebels are blatantly making their presence known in the streets.
They're blatantly making their presence known, those darn rebels. Oh boy. Okay.
Just give me a target. Moving to fire.
Well, we might not be able to help the locals, but we're gonna try, darn it. Okay, I want you guys to run around here and just make sure there's no one back there.
Move out.
Uh-oh. Rebels are coming from somewhere. Now, the one thing about the hover tanks is they can't run anybody over. But otherwise, they're just way more powerful. Okay. So I'm going to make this one the infantry turret because it's actually within the circle. So only infantry can take landing zones. Vehicles can't take landing zones.
Open fire.
So I'm going to put the one that's inside the circle to make it anti-infantry. That way, if units go inside, they don't get found.
Let's
Want
go.
them to keep... I just want to make sure that there's no rebels hanging around here. And you guys will all become one. And then these guys are standing up to the rebels for me, but they're not going to last much longer. I'm trying, but there's not much I can do. Construction complete. Once we get through the... Ooh, crap. Alright. I'm not going to use too many of my fancy tanks because I don't have very many of them yet.
Moving to position.
They're not going to last much longer. So I'm going to just kind of wait to land any more of them. Right now, my worry is I'm just going to work on getting past this group here. Where do I think this shield generator is? Dave, welcome! I know you can't stay long. You got to get ready for your own stream, sir, in half an hour. And I'm planning on being there. But thank you for dropping by. Wee Hours Games streams Warhammer every weekend, and I make my plans to be there at 4 o'clock Eastern, which is in 25 minutes, actually. All right, let's fight these guys. All right, what do we got here?
Fire for maximum effect.
Who are these guys? Oh, they're locals. Okay, I was gonna say what? Oh
Reporting in. Roger that.
no. Oh, I see what we got here. Okay. Dang, Dave. You got to 101 or 1-1 already? I see. I like this game a lot. It runs a lot smoother not on stream. I did find a fix for like the one thing that hasn't been working very well on it, but it seems to be ostensibly only a Windows fix, but I'm not giving up on it yet. But I love this game. Like, I played this game when it came out. I don't even like real-time games, and I love this one. So right now I'm on this world. This big red circle over here on the map, which is purple on the screen, is a shield generator. So I can't do bombing runs on anything underneath the shield generator until I take down the shield generator. I'm going to see if I can get you guys to just run past the enemy lines here and take this landing zone. Because then I can land so many more troops if I can get that done. Let's focus on over here. They can, well no, we need to focus on those guys because those guys will take down my tanks. I might just waste a bombing run here when I get it in a couple of seconds on clearing out this area. Just because it will temporarily help me. Nope, you guys don't follow them under. Don't fall for that old trick. We're gonna have a bombing run. Whoosh. That's cool. Okay. Good job, everybody. Okay, so 2, I want you guys to just kind of hang here. And keep safe. Like, don't let them advance. And then we're going to hope group 1 is down. Okay, group 3. I want you guys to run up here.
This way.
And take that landing pad so we can get more reinforcements in here.
Yes, Commander.
You guys keep fighting these troops.
All right, man.
Take cover so you're easy or you're harder to hit. Barrage the area. I have Empire War Disc installed on PC, but installed it from Origin instead. It's fair. Okay, you guys, I want you on take cover now that you're here. Right now, worry about taking the base, and then we'll worry about shooting everybody else. But I really want to land troops here. Because if I can land troops here, it's going to be significantly easier to kill everybody. How are we doing over here? We're hanging in there. Oh boy! Oh crap, 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 crap. Oh, and they're under the shield generator too. That's so cheap! Okay.
Moving to destination.
Ready.
Retreat.
On my way.
Okay.
On my way.
Advancing. Moving out.
Setting
We'll
course.
land these guys. Playing Ghost Recon Wildlands while you watch and you keep thinking of combat chatter and Empire Wars in my game. That'll happen. That's funny. Okay, so getting in here is going to be ridiculously hard. What I want to know is... I'm going to send troops around here because I want to know if that shield generator is here. I think the shield generator might actually be here, if I remember correctly. You guys
Standing by.
are just going to keep this area safe. Oh, you little scumbags! You built a turret! I did not give you permission to build a turret in my area. Did not say this was allowed.
Ready to go.
Did not give permission. I really want you guys to go explore over here, but you're gonna get wiped out if you do. I know you are. You can move fast, so you go over here. Oh, this mission's gonna be hard.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, cool. We took the turret down. That's a huge help. Again, you can move fast, so I want you to roll over here. And just tell me what's on the rest of this island. I want to know where this... Go fast and go over here and tell me. Shoot, 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 shoot.
Reporting.
I need you to kill this.
Commencing attack.
Inputting coordinates.
We're in a lot of trouble right now.
Order acknowledged.
He might not make it to where I need him to go. Okay, you roll up here. Oh, you're gonna kill a bunch of my guys when you go. That's okay. Oh no, it does not look like you do friendly fire. That's cool. Okay, now focus on him. Okay, and you roll over there.
Affirmative. Reporting in.
kill that thing. Haha! You've been thwarted.
Scanning area. On the move.
Good job, team.
Scouting area.
Good job, team. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
We're taking these turrets now. Looks like all of my troops got wiped out. So we're gonna land a bunch more troops. Woo! Okay, there is a turret over here. There's a lot. Ah, the shield generator is here. Oh, I should have timed this out better. Let's see if I can get this in. It's gonna be close. Get it, get it, get it. Haha! I'm gonna bomb your shield generator. And the shield generator is gonna go down. Watch, that red circle is gonna go away. Haha! We took down the shield generator. Right, gotta take off, Jess. Sorry. No, you're totally fine. Never apologize. I will see you soon. 15-ish minutes. We will be hopping over to your stream.
Mauler ready. Fallout troops.
Let's start building here. Okay, now that that shield generator is down, it's going to help us a lot because their units are not going to be able to hide behind anything. So now let's build some turrets to defend the area. Come on. We're going to name all these guys
Ready.
1. And let's go.
Let's move out.
Okay, so this is group 1. This is still group 2. This is going to become group 3.
Ready.
I still like having these guys as scouts.
Activating. Form up. Let's go.
Let's move them up a little bit.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Right away.
All right. Now, they had a bunch of vehicles here, but they might have actually gotten wiped out by the bombing run.
Heading out. Fall out.
Sarge is very violent right now. It's all that studying.
Reporting.
I knew the shield generator was out somewhere easy to get. I just couldn't remember where. It's very quiet right now, and I don't like it. I need some more stormies.
Awaiting orders. Moving out. Ready. Advancing.
Your poor face Yagi's just getting beat up right now.
Building coordinates. Roger that.
Yes, sir.
Turret constructing.
Roger.
Okay, now go over there.
Reporting in.
Wow. Man, that one bombing run did a lot of damage. Okay. Start attacking that.
Target. I copy. Enemy beginning short range fire.
There we go. Yeah, man. Whatever bombing run I did was very fortuitous.
Warm up.
Okay, so this one's going to be a vehicle turret. This one's going to be an infantry turret. And then here, I'm going to make this a vehicle and an anti-aircraft turret. So you want to make sure you're always doing some anti-aircraft turrets if you can. But the anti-aircraft turrets can only shoot against aircraft. So depending on where you put them, they're not going to be very well defended. So I like to put them either way in the base, where at that point a turret isn't really going to help you much.
I copy.
Or I like to put them surrounded by other turrets.
Firing at will.
These things are very slow, but they're very powerful. They're basically the Imperial version of that one vehicle I've been freaking out about every time I see it. They're very dangerous.
Awaiting orders. Fire at will.
like how TIE Maulers can just run over people. It's great. See, and now they're destroying that shield generator, but from like here. Like I said, very powerful. So we've got a mine. I'm guessing there's not a lot of ships on the surface, or ships. I'm guessing there's not a lot of factories or barracks on the surface, because I'm just not finding more rebels at this point. Okay, run over here. So like here, I'm gonna put an infantry turret. Actually, I might not even have time to let these build, but we're gonna try. Yep, these won't get built in time, but that's okay. If they're not built by the time you leave the mission, they don't count, which I think sucks because I've paid for them. But it's one mechanic of the game. It's kind of weird. But we won. We actually didn't take that many losses. I thought we were going to take quite a few. But like stormtroopers are kind of cheap, to be honest.
Planetary control achieved.
Okay, and then we're going to run our forces back where they're safe. And then we're going to start building things on Kuat to keep Kuat safe. This gun is really cool. This Magnapulse cannon, surface-to-surface weapon. It can shoot troops on the ground. And on a planet like Kuat, I might invest in that. But now, the issue I'm going to have is I'm going to want to leave some kind of a fleet at Kuat, because if the rebels attack, they're going to attack here. But I also still need my fleet that can go and attack things.
Vehicle in production.
So we're going to build
Constructing unit.
a couple of extra spaceships here that we'll leave at Kuat. And the Empire is allowed to cheat. That's true. They are the Empire. You're not wrong. I'm not really going to get anything... Well, see, we have 10 minutes-ish till Dave goes live. I'm going to take some time now to build...
Vehicle in production.
I need a spy unit for Corellia, and I need a spy unit
Construction complete.
for
Construction complete.
Kessel. I want to see what's going on. And while we're at it, why not a spy unit
Broadside cruiser reporting.
for
Unit in production.
Korriban? And then we can just see... We already know there's just a buttload of pirates at Nal Hutta. I don't need to scan that again.
Brigade standing by.
But I want to see what's going on Corellia and Kessel and Korriban.
Let's move out.
The three Cuz. Meanwhile,
Beginning
I
construction.
want to fortify Kuat.
Cruiser reporting. Artillery
Okay.
online.
First one's up. Let's go to
Cruiser reporting.
Corellia.
We're on our way.
Alright, so let's see what's going on Corellia. Ooh, okay. A lot of pirates. So that will be an ugly fight, but the good news is they're not really going to come after us. We have time to do what we need to do there. And that's 25, so it's like a 35 fight. So let's look at what's on Kessel. And let's look at what's on Korriban. More pirates.
Unit in production. Constructing unit.
And again, a lot of pirates. Nal Hutta still has the most. And Korriban, pirates. Okay, so the other 4 planets are all pirate worlds, which is nice. That means I don't really have to worry about getting attacked from any other direction.
Complete.
Oh, I should be building a bigger station on Fondor. Oh, Kuat only has 3 build spots. Interesting. I think I'm still going to build that ground one. So I'm going to wait until I get some more money here. So then... Oh, Vader hanging out on Ryloth is not helpful to me. Build a vehicle factory. Vader can go join the main fleet. Okay. So the next time we stream
Brigade
will basically be the Against Pirates stream. We will take out Nal Hutta, Corellia, Kessel, and Korriban and gain all of these pirate worlds. Even though they're not necessarily a huge priority, because the pirates won't ever attack you. The rebels will. In campaign mode, you're not going to get attacked by rebels too often, because that's just, I mean, it's just not how campaign mode runs itself, really.
Constructing unit.
But they will attack you. Like, if you're taking too long, the rebels will come against you. Okay, let's build some more units here.
Constructing unit.
I'm just building a secondary fleet so I can leave a fleet at Kuat, because Kuat can be directly attacked by Mon Cala. Like, if I wanted to, if I didn't really care about doing everything, I could skip these pirate worlds. The pirate worlds only become an issue if the rebels decide to attack the pirate worlds, which is what they did at Kuat. And like, I could just leave it and focus on other things.
Building
But
under construction.
instead, I would rather fortify Kuat and go after the pirate worlds, because then I can be working on money. Because if we look here, menus. In this menu, the droid log, you can see it's basically a key for all of the signals symbols you have going on the map. History is a good thing to look at. So economy, the rebellion's economy has just tanked. Probably because what happened was they started off with a lot more credits than we did, and they just bought a lot of ships, but don't necessarily have access to a lot of planets to rebuild that. And that's a nature of campaign mode. Galactic Conquest mode is going to be a little bit different. Military power, you can see they have a lot more military than us, but again, campaign mode is different. So this is like all of their ships, but some of their ships are on planets that we can't get to, so they can't attack us. Because if you look at planets, we actually have more than them, but that's because we're taking pirate worlds, and they're really not taking a lot of pirate worlds. Any suggestions of what to call Reylo, but using Ben instead of Kylo? I mean, I guess it would be Bay or Ren all over again. Even in Reylo circles, which are very strongly Bendimtionist, I've not seen a ship name that was anything other than Reylo, just simply because I don't think there is a good one. To be honest. Thank you, Branster. Yeah, at this point, I'm just killing time. My friend Dave goes live in 3 minutes, and if you guys want to hang out, I would love to raid him. So that's I'm just kind of showing you guys some game functions so that we can hop over and see his stream. He'll go live literally any minute. But thank you, Branster, for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm sad I didn't actually stick around on your stream earlier. I will keep that in mind, that you guys aren't big leak people, for next time. For people who are watching, though, Branster and John Barry are both people that YouTube a lot about the Star Wars, so you should check them out. Sergeant Currypants is a LPer and a streamer who's pretty awesome. Japman has started to make content as well. Yagi has a YouTube channel who you just recently put out a video, but you're more of a Twitch streamer. Bear is lurking, and he's a YouTube streamer. So I have a lot of friends who also do content. So if you like this particular crowd of people that you've been talking to, you should definitely check out the other people hanging out in chat. But you can look at your tech tree. We're very close, tech level 3. We can start getting AT-ATs, which is amazing. I'm all there for that. And then in space, we're really close to getting Superstar Destroyer. Well, not really close. It's tech level 4, but still, I'm excited when we eventually get that. I'm going to go ahead and save, since saving takes 900 years. That'll be a good way to pass the time. One day you'll put out a video or two. 16 likes! That's really good for us, guys. Thank you so much. That makes me feel fantastic. Really, really appreciate that. Maybe it'll be addictive. Content creation is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna check to see if Dave is live yet. I am not seeing. Oh, well, no, my email hasn't updated yet. He goes live pretty promptly at 4, to be honest. Saving. It's also like, it's become so warm in my room. I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep my room cool in the summer because my room gets so warm in the summer. You guys can see my lizard tank in the back because my room's always warm. Oh, it does. It takes so much work, and like especially when you're doing other stuff. Like a lot of you guys have classes. I have work, and like you come home and you have to do it. And it's almost like this part or even full-time job on top of what you're already doing. You keep forgetting. Yeah. Yep, it's almost 4 o'clock where I am. I'm on the Eastern, in the Eastern Standard. Dave, you live? What is this? Amazon sending me weird. Ah, Dave's live. Okay. It is hard to juggle everything. You are right. Okay. New tab. Let me grab a link for his stream while we wait forever for this thing to save. Live now. All right, if you guys are willing, I would love it if you would hop over to Dave, show him some love, tell him we sent you, say hello, give him a chance. Bobcat's there all the time. We're both big Dave fans. But with that, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. It means a lot to me. I love playing games and chatting with you and just talking Star Wars. So, again, yeah, thank you, I guess, for hanging out. I will talk to you guys soon.